What's good, people? What's good? Get the likes up. Y'all gotta get them likes up, y'all. Y'all have to get the likes up, man. Gotta get them likes up, man. Got who we got in the building? We got Festo, Stone Cold. I'll walk him down. I am Jaden, Lowell Dang, Mike, Yaha, Pastor O, Stone Cold, Sammy O, Milton, Warren, Knowledge. What up? He said Fat Joe done. What happened with Fat Joe? Dart. You say I'm protecting Joe. I don't even know what's going on with Fat Joe, so I can't be protecting him. I don't even know what's going on with Joe. Dre, Warren, Johnny Smith. Let's go. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. What's good, people? What's good? Yeah, I see that. Get caught trying to meet a 13-year-old boy. Who got caught trying to meet a 13-year-old boy? That's crazy. That's crazy. Y'all came, y'all pulled up today. I like that everybody pulled up. Elder got some nice trades for you Lakers, but he had the same space as me with the Lakers. I dropped the link for Elder. Y'all got to get the likes up, man. This y'all really got to show love today, man. This is about showing love today, man. Wow, yeah, I gotta go check that out. Wow, y'all gotta get the likes up, man. Y'all been wanting this for a long time. This gotta be worthwhile, man. Elder's is rocking hard on his channel, man. What up, Elder?
Hello, my brother. How you doing?
I'm good, chilling, taking it easy. Same shit.
Yeah. Can you hear me good?
Yeah, we hear you.
All right. Whew,
Yeah,
boy.
it been crazy. Yeah, we definitely want to give a show love to LB. I really didn't know him, but I always heard Ticket talk about LB. So definitely
Yeah.
peace to LB, man.
No doubt, man. Very good, real brother, man. Political brother, but know a little bit of basketball and will come on, especially in the early days when Ticket really got cranking up when it came to the live panels and all that stuff. LB, myself, CJ, we were like ones that were on there early. And LB just a good dude, man. He's just a good dude. And I ain't even gonna front. That jacked me up hearing that this morning, man. That jacked me up big time. I was like, wow, because I think he was either right around our age, Kareem, or maybe a little bit younger than us. Maybe you're too younger than us, but you know. And I didn't know about the health scare he had a few weeks ago. I didn't hear about that. I really kind of been tapped out of the basketball world, because I just got so much other stuff going on. I haven't really been into it like I
Hey,
used to
Elder, can
be.
you
And
try to fix it? Because we have like a little static. I hear you clear, but it's going as every time you talk.
oh, is it?
Yeah.
All right. Let me do this. Let me go inside, get on my computer because I'm on my phone outside. I'm gonna go inside and get on my computer. All right.
All right.
So I'll get back on in a second here.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. So as y'all know, get them likes up. Elder is in the building today. He gonna get on the computer. We're gonna rip in the Lakers, man. But LB, I never got a chance to meet him. I always heard his name. Um, with Ticket definitely spoke on the man a lot, and Elder, everybody say he's a good dude, man. Life is short, man. We gotta cherish this life, man. Things is crazy out here, man. You definitely gotta cherish it, and you have to, you know what I'm saying, just be happy, man. That's why I be when I be come on here preaching sometimes. I be on it because life is things can happen so fast, and how things go. That's why when I was talking about the D-Lo and Nick Young thing, like it should be put to rest by now. Like they gassing them up, and the internet is undefeated. One thing about the internet is undefeated. You go try to push up on somebody, and it always like that. The person who's the aggressor always sometimes get the worst end of it. You know what I'm saying? They get the worst end of it. So, I try to stay positive much as I can. Sometimes, especially, what I mean, when it comes to certain things. But, I try to put myself in other people's positions too. We got Mr. Mass in the building. What up, Mr. Mass? We got Greg Brown, my holy king, Stone Cold, Sammy the Man. Got a lot of the guys in the building. Yeah, so that's how I heard a lot of people through, I always heard a few people's name through it. That's how I knew Mass. I always heard Ticket talk about Mr. Mass. I heard talk about LB, James, CJ. Like a lot of the names I heard through through Ticket, a lot of the guys who's in his circle, and that's just what it is, man. I try because sometimes I can see things happen before it happen, and I could see, like I said, the venom. I saw how I saw the venom how Nick Young had towards. I mean, he had towards D-Lo, and I think it's just stupid at this point, and how his wife may feel. Let that thing go. It's not that serious. You know what I mean? But they gassing them up, grown men on that table. So we have to be positive sometimes. Elder, you back?
Yeah, I'm here. That's better.
Oh, it's crystal clear.
Praise you. All right.
Crystal
Yeah,
clear.
LB was a good dude though, man. He was a good brother, man, and he was part of the LDBC, and he did some political stuff too. So he had a lot of knowledge in the political realm. So he would also mix the political stuff in and have a few little shows on political stuff. But the LB was just a good dude, man. I like chopping it up with LB.
So that now I'm glad you brought that up before we start the show.
Mm-hmm.
So when Ticket be saying LBC fam, that's LB.
No, the LDBC. That's the basketball community. So that's what they call it, the LDBC. So Lions Den basketball community, Lions Den boxing community. So they just use the initials LDBC. That makes sense.
Oh, okay.
And he was just a part of that. His name, his initials is LB, but he was just a part of the LDBC. So he was a part of that. And but just a good brother, man. He was just a good brother, man. Good dude, good spirited dude. And you know, I ain't gonna lie, that kind of rocked me a little bit today. Kind of rocked me a little bit. Hated hearing that, man. So condolences to his family, man. And like Ticket said, if they figure out how to reach out, I'm sure Ticket will. They Ticket put a thing out there about if they need help in any kind of way, let them know. So Ticket already know that he can call on me if he need anything. So, whew, hallelujah. But yeah, good brother, man. Good brother. Hate to lose a brother like that. Really do.
Yeah.
Especially at a young age like he was.
Yeah, it's sad. I didn't know him, but I always, heard the name.
Yeah. He, like I said, he was one of the guys. He was hitting it heavy back on the beginning when it really started cranking up for Ticket with the live streams and the 10 people on the panel, all that. LB used to be one that would come in because he was a big supporter of Ticket. And Ticket's like, bro, you supporting? Come on the panel. And he was like, nah, I don't really want to do that, but I'm gonna take it, kind of just encourage him and got him to talk him into doing the channel and everything. And he had a couple thousand subs over there. So
Oh yeah, what's the name of the channel?
I think it was just called LB. It might have been LB Political and Sports or something like that. I can't remember the full name of it though.
Angie, what up, Angie?
Yeah, I see Miss Angie in there. Miss you too, Miss Angie. She said she missed us. Salute.
Yeah, definitely, man. We're gonna get to it, man. We're gonna get
Beyond. Salute. Knowledge. Jamar. Stone Cold. Warren Laws. All y'all up in the house today. Gregory Brown in the house. Mr. Mavs in the house. What's up, my brother? What's up, my brother? Oh, man. Good to see all y'all in here, man. Oh, boy. I guess you pried me and Freeman got me talking about these dang Lakers, man.
I didn't, I don't, like I said, where I'm at with the Lakers also. So it's to that point where, but a lot of people been wanting their head, my energy to the Lakers really, really, it's really not there. But, of course we watch it. So what's your take on the Lakers? My thing is, this is my whole stance on the Lakers. And I've been saying this for a while now. I think if I'm the Lakers, I won't. If I'm not getting that guy, like a main like all-star player, I'm not trading my first-round pick because I look at it like this. Them guys, whoever they get, I don't think it's gonna make a difference. I don't think they're gonna win, and I think that I feel that LeBron James is gonna end up retiring. I think his allegation is gonna pop up next month. This is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? His allegations, and LeBron not strong enough to deal with that type of stuff. We see how LeBron rattle every little thing, and this basketball related, he get rattled. He get any allegations. He can't handle it. Think about it. Look how sensitive LeBron get mad like on the littlest thing. He stopped following people he was cool with, rocking with, and all that.
I agree, and I think that I'm kind of with you on that. If I'm gonna make a move and get rid of these picks, it's got to be for a player that I feel can be with me moving forward, like after LeBron, even possibly after Anthony Davis. You know what I'm saying? Even after that. So I kind of get it. Unless you go the route of saying, well, I really believe this team and I believe they can win right now. And that's why I like that. The little trade proposal I put together for you, I was only giving up 1 first round, but I was giving up 3 seconds. And if I'm not mistaken, the Lakers got like 5 or 6 second round picks. So that's why I would rather give up more seconds. And they're a little bit more valuable to a lot of these teams nowadays with the guaranteed contracts and with the way the new CBA is. They don't want to be tied into these guaranteed contracts. See, people forget the first round draft picks. That's a guaranteed deal for most of those players, 4 years. Now, you see what like the Lakers did with Jalen Hood-Schifino. He only going to get 2 years guaranteed, y'all. They did not exercise the option for the 3rd and the 4th year on him. Yeah, and that speaks volumes to where these guys coming in young, but they coming in and they still got to have the potential. They still got to be healthy. They still got to be able to show they can play in this league for these teams to even extend like $4 million to him, because that's about what this young man is making, 3.8, 3.9, something like that. And the Lakers don't even want to do that because of his inability to get on the court, his lack of growth, things of that magnitude. So now he's become a commodity for teams, not because they love his play, because they ain't seen it. What they thinking is for $4 million, he's worth taking a chance on, which I'm not going to be obligated for the $4 million because it'll be at the trade deadline. So the Lakers have been done pay half of that. I take a half-year flyer on the guy. If I see any little thing I like, I exercise the option for the 3rd year where he's going to make $4 million, and we go from there. And then if not, hey, he's still in it. He's going to be an expiring contract no matter what he does. He can be expiring for you this year, next year, the year after. So that's a good place to be for a lot of teams if they just want to move somebody, and bring in another guy. That's a small contract to do that with, or to throw it into a deal as a filler deal that won't cost a team nothing. Like teams will get that contract and buy him out. If he got 1.6 million left, they'd be like, "Look, bro, we're gonna bring you in, give you $1 million, and see if you can go get picked up on another team."
No, they wouldn't even. It wouldn't even make sense to do that because, like I said, he's gonna be a free agent at the end of the year.
Yeah, what I'm saying though, like if they need the roster spot though, it makes sense to buy him out if you
Oh,
pick
yeah,
him in,
you only
but you
got one
need his
shot.
roster spot. You just bring him in and cut a deal with him so that he can go somewhere else and then maybe save a little bit of money that way on whatever is left. So I can see teams doing that because money, people, hey, these teams care about this money now, y'all. All of them do. The money is a major thing, and you got a good third of the league that's going to have a hard time doing trades because what 4 or 5 teams are already over the second apron, and then you got a lot of teams like the Lakers. Like if I ain't mistaken, they're only like $30,000 away from the second apron. So when they do a trade, they have to find somebody that's willing to take back more salary than what they're bringing in. They have to. They can't take in any more salary at all. So they got to find someone that's want to take a little bit of the salary, and this is why you got to throw these picks in. If they're going to eat salary, they got to get something for that. You see what I'm saying? So they're not going to eat $1 million, $2 million, $3 million and not get nothing for it. They ain't going to do that. So this is why you got to throw in these second round picks and stuff like that. So that's why when I put that thing together for you yesterday, Kareem, I'm like, well, I still think the Brooklyn Nets are going to have a hard time getting 2 first round picks for Cam Johnson, even though he's
No,
playing well.
they're not getting 2 for him. Hell, they're not going to.
This is why I said send them a first, but then also send them 2 seconds or 3 seconds. And to me, their biggest thing is uploading these players because they're not going to win and they don't want to be stuck in these contracts. So that's why they want Dorian Finney-Smith gone. That's why they want Cam Johnson gone. Darren, what's his name? Duron Sharper. They want him gone. You see what I'm saying? This is why they want all these players on their team gone because they don't want to be paying these guys knowing that they're not going to be contending. So what do they want back in return? Well, if I can get a young player with some potential possibly or expiring contracts, that's what people care about. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're gonna retool. See now how it's gonna be. A lot of teams now, a lot of players ain't gonna get the money they used to get because teams now they really gonna be careful about how they
spend that bread.
Spend that money because a lot of people they get stuck and a lot of these players not that good. Like Philadelphia is sick right now. They just spent all that money on Paul George and he's a shell of himself.
Yes.
But they should have known that. And I did a video about it. I said, yo, he into that podcast space. He made his money, got his years in the league. His mind is not on that. You can hear the way he talk. He's not a dude that gonna do what it takes to get a championship.
No,
you don't sign them guys that late in their career and with that type money.
Jimmy Butler is a bad pick for you right now. Exactly. I would not. Because he has a player option for 52, 53 million next year. So if you take him, you're not just getting him for a half of your rental. He gonna pick that option up because there is nobody else out there. Nobody else out there. You see what I'm saying? Nobody else out there that's going to pay this man a max deal. Nobody. So or that kind of money. So you pick up him, you putting your chips, and I just don't see teams doing it no more. Teams, especially for these older guys, they're realizing that these guys are not the guys coming in, getting them over the top. And then they're making just ridiculous money. If I could add an older guy for 20 mil, 25, that's worth doing. Like a DeRozan. They'll take a chance on a guy like that before they will Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
Because, again, that's not going to cripple them. Yeah, paying DeRozan ain't going to cripple. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, it ain't going to cripple you, bro. That's a max slot, 50-something million bucks. That's a max slot. So they're just not going to do it, man. They're just not going to do it. And Paul George is another stamping example for people to say, nope, we ain't going this route because Philly season wrecked now. They had the best off season. They got the good rookie. They got Paul. They got the best free agent on the thing. Look at them now, though. Look at them. And they got all that money tied up. All of that money.
And then another thing, then they gave B a fresh contract.
You gave him a fresh contract, and old boy just got a fresh contract. All your stars are on fresh new deals. All of them are. All 3 of them are.
See, you don't mind. Out of all of them, Maxey cool, but B and
I'm telling you right now, if I'm Philly, I'm going right back. I know people gonna be mad. I'm going right back. I'm keeping Maxey, and I'm trading Embiid. I'm trading Paul George. I'm getting rid of both of them dudes if I can. Yeah, and teams will definitely come after Embiid, and I actually think teams will come after Paul George. Believe it or not, unfortunately, but
Yeah,
Embiid they
you have to
definitely
do it
will.
now with Paul George. You
But
can't wait the next year. You got
but
to do
I've
it
seen
now.
enough out of Embiid to show me he is not going to be the one to get it done. He's
Nah, he's
not.
not gonna get it done.
He's not going to be the one to get it done. And guess what? I don't even need a major haul for Embiid
Yeah,
because I want. And the reason I don't want a major haul for him because I want to move him quick. I want that money off of my books, y'all. I
and
want that money
that's why I
off my
said
books.
when I did a video, I don't know if you've seen it. I said the same thing about LeBron James. I said at this point, just get them off your team. When you want to
Yeah.
play off your team, sometimes you can't worry about winning the trade. A B, I got to get a beat off that team. He's not mentally tough to lead a team.
Yeah.
He don't care, like, because you're gonna get enough for him where you're gonna get enough. You know what I'm saying? You can easily get 2 first-round picks for him. Easy. You could get it young. You could
Easy.
put together,
Probably more. Even more possible.
yeah.
But again, like the players, I wouldn't necessarily care to get back a star or a superstar player for him. I wouldn't. I mean, honestly, I would take a deal for Embiid like Denver did for what's the name? Or what's his name? Utah did for Gobert. I'm serious, y'all. I do something like that because I want people that's gonna fit around my future and gonna keep me competitive till I figure out what I'm gonna do. I still want to be competitive. I still want to make the playoff money if I can. I'm in the East, so that shouldn't be hard. Give me young guys that are dogs and athletic. You offering me that, I'm probably gonna take them.
Okay, at 50 million, and then you might probably if you want to offload us for the
That's
salary.
3-4 players. That's 3-4 players.
So what type of guys? Like what team? I know out the math because it's gonna be hard. Like because we on real time. Like what type of package? Like a team you just throw out there. We know like sometimes it's gonna be hard to try to really do the math because like I said we on real time. But like a team right now.
Well, I'm telling you now, like a Utah, I'm gonna get a team like a Utah to try to do something with. Because most of the time in that kind of scenario, especially if you're doing it during the season, that's gonna be east to west. You see what I'm saying? It's very, very, very rare that you're gonna trade in conference or in division. You see what I'm saying? During the season. But I'm looking there. Sacramento's a place that I'm looking. San Antonio.
What type of package you
Just any guys on there that are young, like I would want Keegan Murray. Give me Keegan Murray because he's still on his rookie deal. Give me that will be the highlight of the player. But then I want somebody that's older that can eat up some salary, that can still get out there and compete.
Have to eat up some salary though.
Yeah, well, give me. Well, I would say Horder, but I think Horder got like 2 years left. I don't want
make them real money though.
It doesn't matter. I don't want to pay him for 2 more years, knowing I'm gonna be horrible. I don't. I would rather get a guy like Horder. Say he makes, I don't know what he makes. Say he makes 18 million, right? But he got 2 more years after this year, so that's 36 you're committing. I would rather take a guy that's making 30 right now, but he's done after this year. You see what I'm saying? Give me that dude because I want the financial flexibility.
What I would do if I was them, I'd go New Orleans.
Oh, another team. There you go. New Orleans are
like
perfect.
An old guy, like a
they're about to blow it up. They're about to blow it up. Now I'm not taking.
And they give you some young.
I'm not taking. Now if I think Brandon Ingram fits good with old boy, and Brandon Ingram's camp is talking good to where I can get him and not have to pay him max money, then I'm interested in Brandon Ingram. But I'm probably not because I don't like his injury history. I'm definitely not interested in what's his name? Zion Williamson. I would be interested in Murray. I would potentially be interested in him because his contract is friendly.
They give you Murray, Herb Jones, and them guys like that. They would do that. But
yeah. You said something about LeBron earlier, and I actually feel this. I disagree a little because I don't put LeBron in those guys' category. His name just does have so much weight to it. But at the same time, LeBron is actually playing too, y'all. He's out there playing and he's still producing. The problem is no one has ever stepped up to take that from LeBron. I actually think LeBron would take a back seat if a player was worthy of it. The problem is no one has stepped up in all these years to be consistent enough to be worthy of it. Anthony Davis is showing you. When it gets to the crunch time, he gonna miss free throws. He gonna miss. He He ain't that dude. He's not a one.
He's not.
So when you know you're a one, even though you're 40, you're gonna sit there and still put that into play because you know it's still I'm a better option than him to close out the game. I'm a better option than him. So I put LeBron in a little different category. Again, I still would be, wanting to do something, get that off my books, and look to redo it. Like to me, that's why I sent you that trade I sent you about the Nets. The Lakers right now, they're trying to really truly compete and really try to have a chance to win. A chance. Listen to me. Not saying they coming the favorites, y'all. I ain't saying that, so I don't want people putting stuff in my mouth. But if they want a chance to compete, they need wings and they need them to be athletic. And on the next plus is they need to be able to shoot. And see, Brooklyn got two guys there that are long, athletic, and they can shoot. So this is why I would take up one of my picks because I actually believe Cam Johnson is at least worth one first-round pick. I believe that.
No,
and
that's
then,
all you get one. You ain't getting no.
And then because I'm getting you to eat salary, I'm going to give $2 or $3 million. I'm going to give you a second-round pick, right? Then because the other players, Sharp, and oh boy, I think they're worth second rounds. That's why I will give you 3 second-round picks, right? Because those two other guys are worth second rounders, in my opinion. And you eating up salary for me is worth a second round pick. Because you know what second round picks cost now? $4 or $5 million bucks. So if you're gonna eat $3-4 million in salary for me, I'm gonna give you a second round pick for that. So that's why I said the Lakers should send out D'Lo, they should send out Rui, they should send out Jalen Hood, Shafino, and they should send out Jackson Hayes. Send them 4 guys out. Jackson Hayes is going to be done for the year anyway, so he's an expiring contract. So it's not, I just would remember he got stuff that NBA been putting on hold because he hurt. Remember? They ain't got past that. So I just wouldn't consider Jackson Hayes nothing. And even if he is coming back to play, he ain't going to be that significant. He's an expiring contract. Jalen Hood-Schifino is that young talent, right? That you can look at and say, well, I could take a chance. He only making 4. If he comes in and I don't like nothing that he does, I don't extend him. Because see, they would have his rights from trading him. So they would be able to say, we'll pick up this 3rd-year option on him, right? If they don't like what they see, let him walk. You see what I'm saying? That's $4 more million you save right there. Then you got D'Lo there who you want. Remember, they want D'Lo. So D'Lo's that veteran that they want.
I don't think they care for him now.
Yeah, they do. I ain't heard nothing that say they didn't.
I thought this. They got new coaching staff. They trying to rebuild.
Everything I've been hearing.
They trying to rebuild. They looking for a real true aggressive point guard. That
well, here's a good thing.
They said they really saying they want Harper, the rookie. That's what they really want.
Well, again, you still got the option to do that, but he gonna need a veteran beside him, right? You still got to have veterans on your team if you're gonna compete. You can't have a bunch of 18, 19, 20-year-olds. You're going to get blown out every night. That's just what's going to happen. You still got to have a mix of veterans to compete. So a guy like D'Lo is a cheap veteran who can compete and who could light the scoreboard up sometimes. But his defense bad enough to where you ain't got to worry about him going out there and winning you a bunch of games. You understand what I'm saying? It's a science to it. Like, give me somebody that gives the appearance of doing good because he can put up 18, 20, 25, 30 points in a game, but his defense so bad, you ain't finna win a bunch of games with it. Cool. Give us the appearance that we compete. And I ain't over obligated to him. I can think about it. They could literally pick up D'Lo's next year option. Because remember, it's a team option. That's still a cheap veteran for $18 million, y'all. So they would take D'Lo. I'm telling you, from what I'm hearing, they would have no problem taking D'Lo, right? Because it's still no commitment, but it's a good veteran who had his best seasons in your facility. So his all-star season was there. You know what I mean? He led a bunch of nobodies to the playoffs and did well. So then Rui is the only one that you're bringing in that you got any commitment to because he has another guaranteed year after this year for $17 million. That's not a lot of money for a guy that's what is Rui, 26, y'all? 25, 26. So he's young. Even if you don't like Rui, you'll be able to move him easily. That ain't going to be no problem. You see what I'm saying? Because even if you just get him in this year, finish out the year, now he's on an expiring deal. So if you want to sell him in the summer, sell him soon as he start, you can. Trade him, I should say. I just think that's a good deal. And then what the Lakers would be getting back is Cam Johnson. they would be getting back Dorian Finney-Smith, and they would be getting back that Deron Sharp or whatever his name is, getting them guys back. And those guys help because now AD has help on the inside from even though he's 6'9", he's a center. You know what I mean? He thinks like a center, and he's a banger. So that's the help AD needs. Huh?
Who's 6'9"?
Deron Sharp.
I thought he was 6'10".
6'9", that's what they got him listed at. But again, he's a center no matter what. He's a center. And he could play center at 6'9", 6'10". And this AD does, he's only 6'10". So, but he's a banger. Now you got a guy that can bang in there with you, 15 to 20, 25 minutes a game. And he's a beast. He's a brute, right? Then you got Cam Johnson, who can slide in and play essentially 3 and 4 for you. You see what I'm saying? And then you got old boy, Dorian Finney-Smith, who can play anywhere from 2 to 4 for you. But these are athletic, younger guys who are true 3-and-Ds, which, think about it, the Lakers don't even have that. Their closest thing to a 3-and-D would be Max Christie, y'all. Nobody else on the roster is a real true, because I can't say Reddish is because he can't hit the 3. He ain't no true 3-and-D. He got the D, but he ain't got the 3. What's his name? Vandal, if he ever gets healthy. He got the D, but he ain't got the 3. These two guys got both of that. So I think if you add them in there, and then with that extra spot, because now you got an extra roster spot, you're going to need guards that can handle the ball and can score. Guess what? I'm moving Quincy Oliveri into that position because they don't have it right now. They don't have a roster spot for him. If you do a 4-for-3 trade, now you have a roster spot. I'm moving him, and I'll have the extra money to pay him a little bit because Brooklyn ate up $2-3 million in that deal. So I have the money to pay him without going over the second apron. I'll move him into that spot. Now I'm developing as well because I'm looking at him. Honestly, I'm telling him what I want you to do is come in here and take the 6-man role. That's what I see you doing, sir. You're going to take over what D'Lo's did. I see you doing the same thing. You're going to have to earn it, though. You're going to have to earn it because one of the Lakers' biggest issues is they don't have ball handlers, man. These guys can't have. You saw what Detroit did. They leveled up. They pushed up on them. They got aggressive with the guards, and the guards couldn't handle the pressure. Turned that book over 20 times. D'Lo, was it D'Lo? No. Reeves. Reeves had 6 turnovers yesterday.
But I've been telling people when pressure come on Reeves, what happened?
They're not good. Both of the guards. I can't just say Reeves because that's what people do to shut D'Lo down. They force D'Lo to go to his right, and then they get physical with it. That's all Denver does. And they shut D'Lo down every time. Every team can't do that, though. Every team can't do that. This is why they can light up the Memphis Grizzlies and all these other teams, y'all. The Golden State Warriors. Every team can't do that. Detroit is actually built to do that, though. Teams like Denver with the guards they had back then were built to do that. OKC can't even do that, y'all. Think about it. They can't even do that. So this is why those guys can still play with the majority of the guys in the league. But you're going to have that 5 or 6 teams that can do it, and they're going to make you look really, really bad because they're going to throw you out of your game. And if you can't handle the ball, get in the lane, what can you do? You can't even get wide open shots if you can't get to the lane. You see what I'm saying? And then Lakers had success early, right? They did start trapping that's right. Atlanta, yeah, y'all can. Houston can definitely do that. Houston can do that.
Elder, we got a super chat.
All right. Lance Smith. Man, we appreciate you, brother. He said, Elder Cooking. Appreciate the super chat in there. Yeah, if y'all want something read, you got a question or a comment, y'all send my man Kareem the super chat, and we will definitely read it, all right?
Cash App is better.
Cash App, super chat, either one.
I would definitely read it out to you guys because something ain't right with my YouTube as far as the super chat stuff. I don't know, but hit that Cash App. Man, Elder out here, man. We got y'all here on Christmas Eve, man.
Yeah, I think, I'm going to be fair. I think Gabe Vincent could be kind of considered a 3-and-D because he definitely can hit the 3. He's shot back on, and he plays D. So he would definitely be that too as well. But see, his size is that, and he ain't what I would call an aggressive guard either. He ain't an aggressively physical guard. So them guys from Detroit, they were being physical. They were being aggressive. Them rookies was coming in, pushing and talking crap, and the Lakers are too soft for that. They just are soft. I heard it, and when you hear the people yelling, the players yelling through the microphones of the officials sometimes, I heard one of them say, y'all just soft. I was like,
saying that? Who was saying
somebody from Detroit. I think it was The one that played with us last year, Beasley. I think it was Beasley yelling at him.
Beasley?
He was yelling at that AD. You just soft. You just soft. I was like, hey,
I didn't see the whole game.
Beasley was on one last night. If y'all watched that game, Beasley was in the zone last night. Malik Beasley was in the zone. And if you notice, every shot he took, it was just straight net. It was straight butter, bro. When he made it, it was straight butter. And so he was just one man again. He was motivated, you know. Again, he probably felt like the Lakers didn't give him an opportunity, right? You know, everybody gonna want to come in and beat your old team. And that's going to give you a little bit extra edge. People got extra edge coming to LA anyways, playing in front of all those stars, bro, playing in that arena. It's just, and you as a Laker, though, you got to know that, and you got to step your game up. You got to meet their physicality. And the Lakers don't have guys that can do that. You add those three guys, Sharp, Deron Sharp, if I'm saying his name right, add Dorian Finney-Smith, and you add Cam Johnson. Oh, you're going to meet a lot of teams. Then you add AD and LeBron with that, and you add Max Christie with that. Now you still, because I don't care what people say. I know a lot of people are down on Austin Reeves. I'm not moving that dude. I'm just not moving him. I see the value in him. And again, he's literally the best ball handler the Lakers got right now, him and LeBron. They're the best ball handlers they got. Because D'Lo's too easy. You can cut him off and make him go left.
D'Lo way better ball handler than.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Kareem. The way basketball, no, he's not, because he can't go right. When D'Lo go right, he's a train wreck. This is why he's not better. Now I know he got the little sneaky little silk, what do you call it, little shifty stuff to get his shots and stuff off and get in the lane. But I'm talking about just handling. When they put pressure and force him to go right, D'Lo's a walking turnover. Reeves' issue is his strength. His issue is his strength. He's just
Max Christie. If you look at it, and this is why I be telling people don't realize Reeves put a better number than Max Christie, but Max Christie had more impact on winning than Reeves. You can clearly see that.
I just don't agree with it. We ain't gonna agree on that. We ain't gonna agree. Max Christie definitely don't. We're not gonna agree on that at all.
Defense, you see when you put him on.
I like his defense, and again, his defense didn't do nothing last night because Detroit still put up almost 120 points. So his defense is better. I will say this, and he's from Michigan State, so I kind of got a little liking for him, and he's aggressive. He's not one you're gonna pump, but he don't have handles at all, bro. He ain't the kind of guy you're gonna put out there and try to get out of traps. He ain't finna do that at all. His value is defense and shooting, because he can knock down an open three. That's the value that he has. He can't play make. He can't run the show. I mean, he ain't penetrating, getting in the lane. He ain't got no layup pack. He ain't got none of that, bro. No, he's not even close. Now, again, Austin Reeves' biggest issue to me is his strength. Even when he's in positions, guys just go right through his chest because he's so weak. And they either gonna score or he gonna foul him. He got to get in that weight room. Let
me ask you this: why would you sit there and say the Lakers don't really got no trade value? They don't got no guys really gonna get you back what you need to get back. They don't have no players like that. Why, if you want to make your team better, what's so good about holding on to him?
The thing is this: what am I going to have to take? What am I getting back?
I don't know, but I'm saying you're going to get.
No. You're going to have a conversation.
You said
you're going to have. I'm not trading because I know I can't get the value back. That's why I'm not trading.
Oh, you can't get good value back for him, you think?
Oh, who? Y'all give me the player that is worth trading. Because what you're going to do, you're going to name a player that you think's better, but I bet he's making twice the money. And see, for me, I don't want like a Murray for him. Because Murray ain't changing the game that much. First off, his defense been trash ever since he got to Atlanta. Go look. He ain't changing the needle defensively anymore. And offensively, unless you put him at the point and letting him run, he showed you that there. That's why they broke that up. If he ain't 100% running the show, he ain't going to be effective offensively. Well, as long as I got LeBron, I know that can't be the case. I need a guy that can still get his thing going, knowing with LeBron and knowing that he don't have to handle the ball all the time. That's not Murray. I know he loves LeBron. I don't think they're a good fit together. And then you're going to be real mad because now you got a guy there like Murray. You got his name, but you're paying him twice the money, and he ain't affecting winning. I ain't doing it. I need a guy. And then they got like Pastor O said, DeAndre Hunter. Atlanta not finna get rid of him. And he ain't the same kind of guy. They're not finna get rid of him, but he ain't the same kind of guy either. He's a different type of player. He's a 3-4 is what he is. He's a 3-4. When you move a guy like D'Lo You have to think about this too. He's one of my primary ball handlers and one of my best shooters. I got to get at least one of those back. I got to. This is the only reason I'm willing to send D'Lo there and get back DFS and Cam Johnson. Why? They both can shoot. They're shooters. They're not ball handlers. They can shoot. Well, where my ball handler comes, well, I'm going to move Quincy up because he can definitely handle that ball. He gives effort on the defensive end, and he's a bucket. He can score. He done proven that to me. So I'm getting him in that rotation. I am. I'm getting him in that rotation. I like his ability to score more than I like Dalton Connects because really Dalton, all he's going to do in this league, because he's not that strong. He got a big body, but he ain't strong, you can see. He got super slow feet, right? But he can come off screens and shoot. That's pretty much what he's going to be in the NBA, unfortunately. That's what he's going to be because he's just not athletic enough. And he's just not sure-foot enough to deal with all these young athletic dudes. Quincy Oliveira can handle them, though, and he can still get his shot off. And I think he can score on the same level, if not greater than him. I do. Than Dalton Connect. I do. But I'm going to need to replace
I didn't see enough for and that's like in a real NBA game to say that.
I can look at guys and tell if they can score. Quincy Oliveira can score, bro. He just one of them dudes. I can tell you right now, he just needs the opportunity. He's a bucket, bro. He's just a bucket getter. He is, and he's got a high IQ. That dude can score. I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now. If LeBron didn't have a son, Quincy Oliveira would have made the roster this year, bro.
Oh,
that's the only reason he ain't on the roster is because LeBron's son got that spot.
Yeah, he definitely would have made the roster.
Yeah, he would have made the roster, bro. He would have made the roster. And this is the thing. It's a need. The Lakers need another ball handler and another guard that can play defense on the perimeter and another guard that can score. They do. They need that. So, but again, you can't cut Bronny because he got a guaranteed contract. So again, I'm not putting Reeves. If people think when I say something like that I'm saying he's untradeable and that he's so good he can't. No, that's not what I'm saying. I just see the value that he brings to that team and the need they have for a shot maker. First off,
I haven't run downstairs. Keep talking.
First off, he's a great shot maker. First off, he got ice in his veins. He's not afraid of the moment. And his ball handling is at all. He can really handle that ball. Now, when guys get up in his junk and start pushing him and make him go behind the back, all that, I mean, again, that's the weakness of him. But again, how many teams can do that to him on a consistent basis? We're not talking about, half the league can do that to him so he becomes ineffective. You may have 4 or 5 or 6 games like that against, or well, let's just double that and say, because you play these teams at least twice. So say you got 12, 15 out of 82 games where he may struggle a little bit when it comes to over physical guards. Other than that, though, I'm like, and it's for Reeves, I'll take Levine. Well, again, Sammy the man, you'll take Levine. Levine makes 4 times the money he makes. Levine makes $48 million, man. He better be able to do twice as much as him. But again, is he worth the $48 million on the Lakers? Is he going to be worth it? Because another problem you got with Levine is what? His health. You're going to be paying a man $48 million and he's going to be playing 42 games for you. Austin Reeves played every game. This is why when I add everything up and I look and I'm like, man, I'm not moving a guy that's making $12, $13 million because that's all he's making. I'm not finna move this guy. Oh, 43, thank you. I'm not moving. That's what Levine make, 43, not 48. I'm not moving a guy that's making $13 million, and he's one of the best ball handlers, if not the best ball handler I got. He's a big-time shot maker for me, right? He ain't afraid of no moment. He gives effort on D. He just can't stop nobody, which nobody in the league does good, in my opinion. The league just sucks at defense anyway. And then he only making $12, $13 million bucks. I'm just not moving that for nothing. I'm not. Now, if it makes sense, like, yes, this dude gives me all that Reeves does, and he's more clutch. Now, I'll tell you somebody I'll take the chance on like that. I'll tell you somebody. Say we had a chance at De'Aaron Fox. I know the Lakers don't, but say they did. That kind of guy, now we can talk about you can take Reeves away. Because he's going to come in and handle that ball better. He's got a better mid-range. He can score better than him. He don't have a better 3-ball, but his 3-ball is definitely good enough. And he gives effort. He gives a good effort on defense, and you ain't punking De'Aaron Fox. That dude is a beast. You see what I'm saying? You ain't punking him at all. So, yeah, a guy like that, yeah. You giving me De'Aaron Fox, I can do that. I'll look at something like that. You can definitely take Reeves then, but I'm not giving up Reeves for a B-level, C-level player that when they get to the Lakers, they're not going to move the needle. We've seen it. How many times have we seen this, y'all? Where these guys come over here and they have the chance to elevate themselves and they don't. You got very few examples. Like, what's his name? Sacramento, y'all. Malik Monk. He's a guy that I felt like the Lakers dropped the ball on. But again, they needed bigger guards. That's the main reason they didn't resign Malik Monk. They needed bigger guards. He's athletic. He's that, but he's 6'1". You know, that's why. So, but guys like that are very rare where they come to the Lakers and they elevate their game. Most guys come there, the lifestyle, the stars, everything. They just don't elevate, bro. They don't. And Austin Reeves getting it done doing that. He's been the Lakers' third best player, and that's part of the problem. I don't think Austin Reeves should be your third best player. He should be your sixth man. He should be your fourth or fifth best player. He should not be your third best player. And it's clear to me he's the third best player on the Lakers. And this is why they're not as successful as they should be. So, yeah.
Get the likes up, y'all. Y'all gotta hit that like button, man.
I understand when people say, like, they say that he's overhyped, he's overrated. They should never say he's untradeable, stuff like that. And I agree, nobody's untradeable. But when I see value, especially for my team, Malik is not 6'4", bro. I promise you, Malik Monk is not 6'4".
Nah, he's not that tall.
Even if they got him listed at that, I promise you, he is not 6'4".
Like 6'2".
Yeah, he is definitely not 6'4". He ain't taller than me, and I'm 6'3". So he ain't taller than me. But he got hops though, you know, so that fooled people. But he's just a small guard. But you gotta understand value. You know, how many guys can I get that's a dead-eye shooter from the free throw line, dead-eye shooter from three, that can handle the ball, that's not afraid of the moment, and he's making $12 million, $13 million. It's not. I mean, and I'm exclude rookies, you know what I mean? Because they're coming in and they're establishing themselves. You take the rookies out, give me another player that's doing that. It's just that list is very, very short. Very short. And when you got those attributes, you got to deal with something. Every player has weaknesses. So I will deal with his weaknesses because his weaknesses are not the ones that's really costing me games. When you really look at it, it ain't his weaknesses. What he's doing on the other end totally outshines the stuff he's doing on the other end. I know he gets picked on. But this man, I see stars get picked on. When they pick and roll and they call them out, I see stars get that nowadays. So I'm just that's a guy that it's gonna be one of those things where it's like it's a no brainer, bro. And when I go to him, guess what he gonna say? Yeah, you had to trade me. He gonna be telling me, yeah, for that deal you had to trade me. Yeah, you got to go, bro. Sorry. But like, I wouldn't give him up for an old, washed up veteran. I wouldn't. Nope. You know, like say the Lakers had a chance to get Paul George. Nope. I'm not putting him in that deal. Hell no. Because Paul ain't going to play. He's not going to play. I wouldn't even. I mean, honestly, I just know how basketball is. I wouldn't even want to do it for Joel Embiid. All these guys that are proven for 6, 7, 8 years that they can't stay healthy, I don't want no parts of them. And they got these huge mega contracts, bro. I don't want no parts of them dudes. You ain't going to be able to foster no kind of roster at all. You're just not. You're not going to be able to put together no kind of roster at all. No, you're just not. So, man. But Fox, that's going to be an interesting thing because I do believe Fox is going to demand a trade eventually.
How many years he got left on his contract?
This year and next year. But for them to get some, hey, salute, Big Sneed. Y'all go support my boy Big Sneed, Reports and Entertainment. Appreciate you, Big Sneed. Good to see you in here, brother. Yeah,
how you doing, Sneed?
You know how Clutch get down though, Kareem. You know they already got
Fox is Clutch.
Yeah, he with them, and they already had old boy in San Antonio the other day meeting with them. So they know he's from Houston, and San Antonio would be him and Wemby, bro. Could you imagine that? Oh my, woo! So they already maneuvering. You can tell Clutch is already maneuvering because they don't really believe in Mike. Like they're gonna have. I'm gonna tell you right now. Y'all will be able to tell if Sacramento gonna keep De'Aaron Fox if y'all start seeing massive change, meaning coaches, front all this stuff. Like he gonna have a list of people that they won't fire, and this is them trying to take control of the Sacramento Kings. And it's either Sacramento gonna say we finna get a control the clutch and let them do this thing, or we're gonna just say bye to De'Aaron Fox. And they love De'Aaron Fox there, y'all. They love him. And he's already said he would love to be one of these players that played his full career with one team. So he don't want to leave. He just don't believe in the front office. He don't believe in the coach. He don't believe in them because you're seeing the result of it. And it ain't because of him. De'Aaron Fox and them, to me, De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis been getting it done. I just think it's the cast of other guys they got. You know, a lot of their role players just don't get it done. They're too inconsistent. You know, I think some of it's coaching too. Mike Brown can only get you so far, in my personal opinion. I really think a lot would change with them if they change the coach. I do. I'm not a big and I ain't, I'm not trying to get brothers fired or nothing. I call it like it is. Some people can get you over the hump, some can't. I don't think Mike Brown's the type of guy that's going to get the team over the hump. And if you don't have a transitional type player, a generational type player who can just his talent going to do it, you need a coach that's going to help you. And I don't think Mike Brown is it. I don't think he's that guy.
And they got a lot of talent too.
They got a lot of talent, and I don't think they should be as bad as they are. And that lets me know that there's trust issues. And if there's trust issues, that means, because you know how it is, Kareem. You could hate your coach. Once you get on that floor, you ain't thinking about the coach. You finna get after it. That competitive spirit kicks in. And see, Fox and Sabonis got that spirit. You see what I'm saying? Them two is beasts, bro.
They get it done.
They beasts. They good together. I'm trying to keep that. I'm just, and I ain't gonna front. Even if that means I gotta move Keegan Murray. I will move him to get the right pieces to go around him. Now, I'm keeping whoever Fox want to keep, though. If he's coming to me, he got a list of guys like these dudes I got to be able to play with, I'm keeping every one of them. But everybody that's not on that list, believe you me, I'm getting rid of them after that. What's wrong with her? Oh, okay. She want to eat more. Yeah. So, hey, what's up, Jalen Roy? Salute, my brother. Yep. Hallelujah. But so it's going to be interesting, man. And again, I believe you have a lot more buyers right now than you do sellers because a lot of teams think they are a player or two away. So really, truly having a chance, they believe that. Now, I don't believe that about a lot of these teams. I don't. There may be a handful of teams that I think even have a chance with trades and everything to even win the chip this year.
That's why I'm scared. That's why I want some of the teams that's good. I want them to get better because I do not want Boston to repeat.
I don't think Boston's going to repeat. I don't
want them to repeat. So I hope if Milwaukee can get better, get better.
Yeah.
If Denver or OKC should get better, Dallas, I want them. I do not. I hate Boston.
Yeah, I dislike Boston a lot too.
I do. You don't know how worried I am about that. If Cleveland could get better, I just don't. Long Boston don't win this year, I'm good.
Yeah, Cleveland. Their issue comes against Boston. That issue comes in that backcourt. But when they played them earlier, I think they were missing a couple guys, key guys. Some of their wings. They were missing their wings, and you need those wings against Boston because they got a team full of wings. Like, think about it. Boston's whole entire team are 3-and-D guys. Their whole team. I can't think of one guy on their roster that's not a 3-and-D besides like their backup centers and people like that. They literally got.
But you know who's putting in that work?
Three different. Who?
Peyton Pritchard. He's coming in. He averaged like 17 points off the
bro. Pritchard,
man of the year.
That he's gonna get that this year, and he been killing it again. That's why I wanted to get traded. He like, look, y'all know what I'm doing. I'm killing these dudes in practice. Y'all know I can get out here. He said, trade me. If y'all not gonna give me the opportunity, trade me. And the first way you knew they was gonna give him the opportunity, they paid him that money. Remember, he got the deal, and I said, well, you're not finna pay him and not finna play him. I knew he was gonna get minutes this year.
Because everybody was like, because I mean, people was making fun, like, how he going to demand a trade?
Yeah. But again, people don't see the inner workings of a team. They're not there for the practices. They're not there for all that stuff. And some of these dudes, y'all, I'm telling y'all, these dudes be destroying their teammates in practice. And they know, like, this dude's an all pro, right? He's an all pro. And I'm destroying him in practice. I need to get on the court. But sometimes it's just the semantics of the team. It's just the way you can only give, like, I know the guys in Houston feel like that. You can only get so many minutes. You know what I mean? You can only get so many.
Who put on Houston that as a sleeper? Tyree Eason.
Oh, I don't think he's no sleeper. Everybody know that about him.
I like him. He do.
They've already said that him and
he rebounds. He good. He don't get that many minutes though.
Oh yeah, he do. Him and
they only averaging like 20 minutes. He should get more minutes.
I think he averaged a little more than that, but he was hurt for a hot second. But him and Amon Thompson, they're the Wonder Twins. They bring them in and they totally change the game with their energy, with their defense, because they both are elite defenders, both of them.
I did a video. I said I think Udoka might be the best coach in the NBA.
I'm not finna say that.
What I like about him, I like how he coached. He coached to win. He don't care about his best player, who's best player. If you're not getting it done, he go away from you, man.
That's not
ride and die with them.
You got to watch him a little bit more because a lot of the Rockets faithful hate how many minutes he gives. Oh boy, and they got backcourt issues. Udoka's doing fine, but their offense has zero identity, bro. Zero. They're literally winning on talent right now. Talent and defense. That's what they're winning on. Just defense and talent. And they so deep. You know what I'm saying? But I would definitely not. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know if I got Udoka in the top 5. He's a good coach. It could be great, but I don't have him that high. I mean, I like what he's doing. Don't get me wrong. But the glaring issues they got
21 minutes.
Yeah. So him and Amon Thompson, though, those two are untradeable. Like they've already made that clear. Like there's nothing that's gonna happen for them to trade them dudes, and I don't blame them. I don't blame him at all. Amon Thompson, that dude, him and like I watched so many of the Houston. I've watched more Houston games than I have Laker games this year, y'all. Actually, but watching that dude, Tari Eason, bro, I had to call up. I had to get on the show and apologize to this brother because I hadn't seen him play like that because he'd been hurt, right? And they were like, man, you don't know what we got in that. And when I watched this dude, I said, I see why y'all was so excited now. This dude, like literally, bro, his defense. Y'all remember how when Artest and let me think of some other guys that were so good defense. Remember how certain guys were so good, they like, you don't even want to dribble the ball around them. That's how Tyree Eason is, y'all. When he own you, you just want to get a ball up. You is not going to try to dribble that thing up. He's so strong. He's so quick. He's so agile. And he's so long. He going to pick your pocket. So you just get a ball up and try to cut through is what you're going to do against a guy. And guess what? Oh, boy, the same way. He's just not as strong as Tyree Eason.
Yeah. He's
but
young.
Yeah. Oh, he gonna probably win a defensive. He gonna win a defensive player of the year award 1 year. Watch, he gonna win it 1 year.
Both of them play good defense.
They do. You saw his brother look just like him. His brother is a spitting image of him to me. I mean,
identical twins.
No, I'm talking about on the floor. His game looked just like him.
Yeah, play just like him.
Neither one of them shoot threes, but like they can get in that mid range. They can back you down. I love their game. They're aggressive guys. You need guys like that on your team to win. I think they're missing some stuff though, because you can't win in the playoffs. Y'all know this. If you got a backcourt and your point guard and your two guard are shooting low 40s or high 30s from the field, you're not going to win. Not in the playoffs. You may get away with it in the regular season and win some games. You will. The playoffs start? No, sir. No, sir. And that's what the biggest problem they got. Because Fred VanVleet is extremely inconsistent shooting, and so is Jalen Green.
If I'm the Thunder, I'm getting a little aggressive this deadline. You can't wait.
I think the Thunder just need to get healthy, honestly. They still the best team in the West, and they ain't been healthy all year.
Yeah, Chet is out. He don't even out.
Remember, old boy was out starting though. They started with no Hartenstein.
Yeah.
So they never even seen their full team together yet. They haven't even seen it. So I think
what I'm saying is I think they miss a big guy who could play like the 4 and the 5, a guy like 6'9", 6'10". who could play like some 4 or 5, come off their bench because
They need some girth. Yeah, I agree with that. He better be girthy too.
And what's the name? They get hurt, foul trouble. You
Yeah.
need that at least one guy can off your bench.
I agree. I would be wanting a really strong banger type of power forward center. Yeah. Like that guy from that I'm talking about from New Orleans. I mean not New Orleans, from the Nets, Neuron Sharp. He would be good for them. He would be very good for them as a backup guy.
Be perfect for them Bobby Porters too.
Oh yeah, but they're not going to give up Bobby Porters. Bobby Porters would be perfect for them. Yeah, that kind of guy. Would be perfect. But so try to find that in a young guy that a lot of people don't know about yet. You see what I'm saying? Try to find that in a young guy people don't know about yet. So and it could be
I think Isaiah Stewart would be good for them too.
He would be. He's another girthy. Yes, he would be very. I don't think Detroit getting off Isaiah Stewart though. They love Isaiah Stewart in Detroit. They love that dude. They love that dude. Him and Durant together. I'm telling y'all, Detroit, man. Detroit. I'm looking at that team, y'all, and I'm like, what are they really?
Who's Detroit coach?
The guy that came from Cleveland, Bickerstaff.
Oh, Bickerstaff. Oh.
And he totally outcoached JJ Redick last night. I mean, whenever the Lakers start having success, getting to that rim, he started trapping them on that pick and roll. And they started turning that thing over like hotcakes. I was like, you got to be kidding me. And he just kept getting more aggressive, and it kept getting more turnovers. I'm telling you, that is a very bad matchup for the Lakers. Very bad. It's just a bad matchup trying to deal with those guards. Go look what their guards, their guards and wings. Look what they did to the Lakers last night. All them boogers got double figures. All of them. Every single one of them did. And old boy had a good floor game last night, but he didn't shoot the ball well. What's his name? Cade Cunningham. He had a good floor game. Very good floor game. Controlled the pace. I mean, he kind of slithery like Shea with a little more coolness to him. But you can't stop that guy from getting inside, bro. Nobody can stop him from getting in the paint. And he's a great passer. So I ain't on front. I got to look at Bickerstaff culture because I honestly think that team should be better than what they are. I do. When I look at that roster and the way those guys have been playing, I mean, they got ultra athleticism. They got ultra length. They got shooting. They got size. I don't know why that team is below 500 in the Eastern Conference. I'm looking at that team. There's no way they should be under 500. There's no way you see this is, to me, this is coaching. And I don't know, maybe you disagree, Kareem. You come out here and you lose to a Utah, but then you go beat the Suns and you go beat the Lakers. How does that happen? Utah even trying to win games. So to me, a lot of this is coaching, bro. A lot of this, and I ain't trying to bash Bickerstaff. I look at that team. I looked at this when they beat the Lakers the first time. I'm like, this team, and they're in the East. If they were in the West, I'd understand their record being 3 or 4 under 500. But in the East, I'm like, no, this team should be 4 or 5 games above 500. That's a good team, and they got a lot of balance. They got young athletic dudes. They got veterans on that team that get buckets. I don't get it. I don't get it. They should be better defensively than what they are. They rebound the ball like mad dogs. You know what I mean? I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, Jalen Durant, he grabbed every rebound.
Bro, everything, bro. He getting, and then when Stewart in there, he getting everything. And they got some talent that don't even get minutes on their team. Bro, I don't know why the Pistons are under 500. I don't. But the level they got, and they ain't dealt with injury this year. That, to my knowledge, they haven't. I mean, you got a guy miss a game or 2, 3 games. You know what I mean? But they ain't dealt with major injury this year. I don't know why. That 2 guard, that Jalen, whatever his name, Jalen Ivy. That dude's a blur, bro. He quicker than Iverson.
He real quick.
That dude quicker than Iverson.
And
that dude's a blur.
They want to get rid of him so bad last year.
Bro, he's a blur, and
they got to trade him so bad. I'm like, damn, they giving up on him already.
You know what, man? That's They just big staff, man. It was something going on in Cleveland. Look how Cleveland got the same roster, y'all. Same roster. Look how much better they look this year than last year.
Yeah.
You telling me coaching don't matter? They got the same exact roster.
The exact same roster. They ain't getting out.
And they're the best team in the league. They got the best record in the league now, y'all.
And they're consistent too.
And Detroit's better, but if you really looking at that team and what they done put together and the money they spent,
Detroit better. See, because they added Beasley and Tobias Harris,
and they added old boy Beasley, Tobias Harris, and Hardaway, and they all playing decent. And
Cunningham playing. So I get what you're saying. You can't tell if it's strictly coaching on that because I don't think Cleveland no frauds.
I don't either. I'm not sure Cleveland's going to be able to win it all, but they definitely not no frauds. They just were underachieving, and you just gotta.
We have to be honest. In the playoffs, Donovan Mitchell and Jared Allen was out. The series was 1-1 with Boston when Donovan Mitchell went out. So we can't. I think that's unfair to say they frauds because you had Jared Allen and what's his name was out.
Hey, you got a super chat. Go ahead and read that.
Oh, Jonathan Neely, thanks, bro. The super chat, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, hit them super chats and the cash app, man, for Christmas, man. Look what I brought y'all for Christmas. I brought y'all Elder for Christmas, man.
You stupid,
Kareem. I brought you Elder for Christmas. Y'all got the cash app. Y'all don't know.
Y'all light my man Cash App up, man. Light him up. Light him up.
Cash app. I could go to the store right now with the cash app. Super chat. I don't know they playing my money on but the Cash App, I could go to the store at the Cash App, man.
Put your info in there, man. That one of y'all keep putting this stuff in there so people can see it. Put his Cash App in there and so they can see it. KAREEMLOUALLEN. Y'all should know it by now. But man, I'm telling you. Woo! Yeah, I'm very impressed with some of these younger teams and how they putting them together. I see some holes though. I really do. I see some holes that can easily be mended. You got the right type of coaching staff. Detroit Tomato with the staff they got because they got a good staff over there. They should have more wins, bro. They should have more wins, in my opinion. So unless they done played a whole bunch of Western Conference teams, they should have more wins. They really should, in my opinion. They should at least be 500. I mean, minimum 500 right now. But I mean, I know they got the Lakers number. They already beat that series. They beat the crap out of Lakers both times. So, but as for the Lakers, man, I think the Lakers could make it interesting this year. And if I'm the Lakers, I do this move just because, I'm close to competing and it's wide open. Like, who's the dominating team in the West? It's the Thunder, but who trusts the Thunder to win it all? Nobody. Because you see teams that are physical beat the crap out of the Thunder. I mean, think about this. The Lakers showed you last night they're not a really true physical team, but the Lakers' physicality was so strong for the Thunder that they can't beat the Lakers that good. The Lakers can hang with the Thunder because of their physicality is bigger than the Thunder's. The Thunder's got to get more physical.
That's why they need a big body come up.
Yeah, teams just push them, and it don't make sense to me though because they got dogs and they got.
They need a big body come off their bench because now they got Caruso. He's physical. They got Luke Dort.
Yeah, you got Hardenstein who's physical. I think Williams is very physical. So both the Williams, all of the Williams are physical. So I just they get out. They get wore down on the inside is what it is. They get wore down. So I think they do need to go after some size. Yeah, they do need to go after some size. Yeah. They got to go after some size. I mean, I'm thinking about the Lakers, man. I ain't excited about the Lakers at all. But if they're trying to compete, you got to make a move. You You can't just stay status quo. It's going to be interesting to see what's going on with these allegations stuff.
You know why this is a lot?
Why?
Because the NBA, a lot of teams like Memphis, a lot of teams smell it.
Yeah.
Teams feel like There's a lot of teams. Houston may go. Houston, they say Houston could make a trade, and they don't have to give up nobody in their rotation. They got the contracts to give them, and they got the draft picks.
They got $45 million, but in contract that expiring is sitting there on the bench, but without touching their core seven.
Well,
but teams want that though.
No, but
you're talking about
I'm saying if a team just want to get rid of a contract and getting picks,
yeah,
they got a lot of picks. You know how that goes.
Yeah. Honestly, man, I like, and I say this respectfully, and I know it's a lot of money, but if Houston, first off, Houston's second in the West right now, y'all. They're second in the West. Do I think they're the second best team in the West? No, I don't. If I'm in a series with Houston, I would pick OKC to beat them. I would pick Dallas to beat them. Honestly, I would even pick Denver to beat them in a series.
Beat them. Denver definitely
in a series. In a series. They may get them in some regular season, but in a series, I would pick them. Honestly, a healthy Clippers, I would pick them to beat them.
I ain't picking no Clippers over.
I'm going to tell you right, a healthy Clippers, I said a healthy. They ain't been healthy all year.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
that. Healthy Clippers team, after you got a healthy Clippers team in a playoff series against them, I would pick them to beat them. I would. Now, people say, man, they done blown the Clippers up. Clippers ain't had Kawhi, what's the name? Oh boy, their best defender been hurt half the year, and Kawhi ain't played a game. And these boogers are still 6th or 5th in the West. So that's good coaching is what that is. That's very good coaching. And the Clippers are committed to play defense. They're very committed to play defense. When you got a team that's committed to play defense, you ain't got to worry about nothing because they're going to keep themselves in the games. So I'm just naming teams that I would definitely choose over the Rockets in the playoffs. Like the way these rosters sit now, if they were 100 healthy, both teams, I'm going to pick these other teams in the playoffs.
Like you said, you got a lot of bias, and I think that a lot of teams feel they need that one player. I think Dallas feel they need to get one player and not no star. Feel they need that. OKC, it's a lot of teams feel they need like one person.
Yeah.
No matter if it's a leader, it's something that a team feel they're missing. Because
I think Dallas need health. I think Dallas need health more than anything. And they could use a little bit more youth and athleticism, a little bit. Just one good young athletic player on the wing, maybe. But Dallas got size. They got a lot of size. They got athleticism. They got shooting, bro. They got Dallas. I wouldn't be surprised to see Dallas come out the West again, y'all. I'm serious. I mean, I would not be surprised to see Dallas come out. People forget Dallas been hurt. Luka missed games. Kyrie missed games. They ain't been healthy this year. And they still, top 4? What is Dallas? 4th? 3rd in it? What is they? 3rd in it? And they ain't been healthy either.
Yo, and that pickup with what's the name? Nas Marshall. Whoo, he's good.
Yeah.
He's real good.
Yeah. The guy from New Orleans. I do like him.
He good.
Yeah, Dallas is 4th, and Memphis is 3rd, and it's only by half a game because Memphis played one more game than them.
I think Memphis get Gigi in them back. See, John Morant.
Memphis been hurt. Memphis been hurt this year.
John Morant missed a lot of games.
Bane missed a lot of games. JJ is the only one that played this year, but Bane missed some games this year. I told him Memphis would be good.
Better than what I thought he was going to be.
He all right. He's not bad. I like him. I like that size. He gives them the balance they need. So Memphis is a dangerous team. Memphis just got to commit to play defense.
Cuff is good for them. Jay Cuff. Jay Huff.
Oh, the guys, both guys came from the Lakers. Oh boy, he averaging like 14 points, 13, 14 points.
Scottie Pippen is killing.
Yeah.
Every time Morant out, he do his thing. Every time
Pippen is killing, bro. Pippen is killing. So what's he? Now let me get it right. He's averaging 10. I'm sorry, 22 minutes, almost 11 points a game. But they got
put 1, his numbers
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, with Durant, y'all already know without Durant,
he easy like 17 points.
They got a balanced team, y'all. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 guys, y'all, pretty much averaging 9 to 21 points.
Because the other guy is good too. The Santi.
Oh yeah, Santi Aldama.
Yeah,
He's the third, fourth leading scorer they got. Jalen Wells, they rookie, is good.
yeah, he's good.
That dude is good, man.
And mind you, Gigi ain't come back. Gigi is nice.
Bro, I already know. They don't have Vince Williams. They ain't got GG. Clark is back.
Yeah, Clark is back.
Huff is hurt now. So Huff was
Clark
putting
hurt,
up almost a double-double. I mean, he coming off the bench.
Who?
He didn't look like that playing for the Lakers. Huff.
Yeah,
He didn't look like that when he was with the Lakers. I'm
yeah,
like,
Huff
God
is good.
dang. But again, this goes to show you that a lot of these guys, we ain't even mention Marcus Smart, y'all. We ain't even mention Marcus Smart. He ain't even played but 18 games this year. So,
yeah,
he been hurt.
he been
Marcus
banged
Smart.
up. Even the games he played, he said he
He didn't play the other night when they lost to the Clippers. He didn't play that. And see, guess what? They needed him against the Clippers.
He said he ain't been 100% all season.
He hasn't.
He
So
said playing hurt.
Memphis is a team that is they're a scary team. They're definitely a scary team. So that's why I was saying, like, in a playoff. Now I don't know if I'm gonna pick Memphis to beat the Rockets in the playoff series. I don't know if I'm doing that.
That'd be a dogfight though.
It would, but I'm not. I think I would probably pick the
Rockets ain't got no experience, so you have to look at that.
I would probably still pick the Rockets. They got guys that have been, Dylan Brooks. They got old boy want a chip. They got Van Fleet. They have the Aquaman. They got him still. Jeff Green still on that bench they can use. They got some guys. But I think I would pick Houston in that. But if I got Oklahoma, I got Oklahoma, Dallas, Denver, Clippers. I'm picking on them. Now, Minnesota is the oddball team that's really, and Phoenix. Because people forget, Phoenix ain't been healthy this year.
Yeah, they ain't been healthy at all.
They haven't been healthy. So, I mean, these teams healthy, I would love to see what they're doing. And in Houston, what injuries have they had? They ain't had no injuries this year. None. They've probably been the most healthiest team in the NBA. And you remember, every year you're going to get a team like that that's going to be super healthy. And they're gonna, play hard, and they're gonna do well. Remember Sacramento the other year? Then they had no third, but then they got blitzed. You see what I'm saying, in the first round? I'm not saying Houston's automatically gonna get blitzed, because it just depends on where they're gonna end up at. The league is kind of helping them a little, but I mean, they didn't know it when they did the schedule. But like, they're getting a bunch of cream puff games, then they get a bunch of good games. 3 or 4 cream puffs. 3 or 4 good, 3 or 4 cream, you know what I mean? So it can keep them balanced. But hey, the Bookers only got 9 losses, bro. They doing well. They doing better than I thought. Houston's better than I thought they were going to be. They are. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think with Minnesota, right? I think they made the mistake. I feel Minnesota made, and I know the salary had a lot to do with it, but the mistake I think they made, the same thing what Houston did with James Harden. When you a team, when you're a team that didn't have a success for a long time, you have to see things out. I would not touch that roster. I would at least I would have ran that roster back. Y'all went to the Western Conference Finals, and I wouldn't have made that's too much of a big trade to risk, and y'all ain't have no success throughout your career. Y'all not a team, like a successful team, like who've been successful a long time, like the Warriors, different people, Spurs, like y'all just started being on the mat, and make a deal like that. I think they should have waited. I know the salaries, and I know they was worrying about, like, the aprons and all that. That's why I think they should. What's his name got vastly overpaid. Jalen McDaniel.
Okay.
It's not like he's a shutdown defender. He played good defense, but he's not shut down, and he don't really give you much on offense. To get $200-something million is too much money. You gotta spend you gotta, come on now, start, come on.
Let me ask y'all, this DeJounte Murray, is he worth $30 million?
He get $27 million.
I'm looking at it. No. I'm looking at it right now. He makes $29.5 million. I'm looking at it. 29, 5, 35, 801. That's what he's making right now. That's 30 mil. Is he worth that? And remember, this contract just started.
He's struggling this year.
I'm not paying him 30. I would rather have, to me, this is how I look at it. Would I rather have Reeves and what he does at 13 million, or DeJounte what he does at 30? See, this is why I say I'm not moving him. It ain't because he's a better player. It's not because he's untouchable. You have to look at the economics of this and what are you getting for your buck? See, they got Zion making 36, DeJounte making 30, McCollum making 33. These are their big players. Oh, and then Brandon Ingram's making 36. Out of all those dudes, Ingram probably the only one I think that I would be like, okay, I'm cool with him making what he's making. Honestly. But he don't play enough. He hurt all the time. But he's young because of his age and everything and what he's proven. He's the only one that I would say on that roster is worth that kind of money.
So let me ask you this. For Zion Williams around the league, not Lakers, anybody, what type of package at this stage, if you New Orleans, what would you be satisfied? What type of return do you want for Zion?
I want a young player because Zion's only 24. I need a young player that has potential to be star, all-star, superstar. One of those, right? I need expiring contracts and I want picks. So because you're getting a 24-year-old.
Off the head, who would you off the head?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know because see, Zion dictates a lot. It's because he only wants to go to certain places. This is why you see them trying to put deals together for Brooklyn, and New York ain't no more because they've already got Karl Anthony Towns on, so he could forget it.
New York is over with. New York don't.
But he wants to be there, so maybe they think he'll settle for Brooklyn. But my problem with Zion, he just doesn't play. I don't want Zion.
So from Brooklyn, okay, so
I don't want him though. I don't want him. I don't want him if I'm Brooklyn. I don't. If I am New Orleans, what does Brooklyn really have? I want. They got some good players, but I'm not finna win right now. If I'm moving Zion, McCollum is older, Ingram's finna leave. What do I got? What do I got? I'm starting over. So I want picks and expiring contracts. So I would take Dorian Finney-Smith.
But that don't do nothing for you because he's older. He's real limited.
He's expiring contract, and he's a veteran that can come in and still, help the young guy. You know what I'm more concerned about? Having guys around that are professional, that ain't gonna cost me money in the long term, but also won't allow the new guys to come in and run ruckshot. They're gonna keep my locker room. They're gonna keep my team professional. You know what I mean? Because let's keep it a buck. You know this. The players are going to listen more to other players than they will to coaches. You see what I'm saying? When you making 10 times more than your coach, it's kind of hard for him to tell you, and he white and he ain't been through what you've been through. You ain't finna listen to that. You know what I'm saying?
If you try to call Detroit to try to pair him with
Hell no. Why would Detroit? If I'm telling you, I can't think of a team. The only type of team I can think of, you got to be a team, like the Wizards. Somebody that you never probably have an opportunity to get a player like this. And you got a belief in your heart that I have the staff, not just coaching, I have the staff that can motivate him, but I also live in an environment to where he ain't finna get all jacked up. Actually, Utah. Shit. He need to go somewhere where he.
If he ain't want to play in New Orleans, he definitely want to play in New Orleans.
Well, he ain't got a choice though. You see what I'm saying? He ain't got a choice, and I want him in an environment where you ain't got a lot of IG models out there in Utah. So you got some, but them ain't the ones you're looking for. I need his temptations limited. And I gotta have one of the best nutritionists in the game. It's gonna be so much for me to even want to take a chance on Zion. But the number one reason I would is because he's willing. Like his contract, the way it is, bro, it's extremely team friendly. It's extreme. Like they could think about it. The contract's so friendly. They're thinking about waiving Zion, y'all, because he didn't meet the requirements. So he's not going to be eligible for the last 2 or 3 years of that contract. They can literally waive him. That's an option, and they don't have to pay the money. Now, again, you want something for your investment, so I don't think they want to waive him, but they can. So that contract, I'm not having a hard time picking that contract up. It's extremely team friendly. But do I have the staff that's going to motivate him to meet the requirements of that contract so he can get his money? You see what I'm saying? Like, do I have the kind of personnel?
What about pairing him with the Spurs with Victor?
That's there you go. There you go. They got a track history of saying, of knowing they have the type of coaching and the type of staff that can demand. That's a good spot for him, in my opinion.
So okay, okay, so now what you
go to Spurs. I can do that. I'm on the computer, so I can actually do it. Go to the Spurs, right? Who would I want? Well, I know I would want. They got a rookie I like. Hold on a second. He's rookie, a second-year player.
The thing about New Orleans, they got everything up front. They got all the wings. They got wings for days. They got wings. They can open a chicken store. They got all their best players is that Herb Jones.
I'm keeping Herb.
They got Trey Murphy. They got Ingram.
I'm keeping Trey. Ingram gonna be gone. You know that. I'm not paying him that money, so he's gone.
They have a lot of
he's making 36.
He's a Stephon Castle. Yeah, you definitely got to get Castle out that deal. You definitely
I want him. I don't know if they're gonna give him up though, bro. He's a very high pick, and Zion ain't proved that. I'm telling you this.
They do that.
That's the one I like, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm probably hanging the phone up. If you call me and start talking about him, I'm probably hanging the phone up. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. If I'm San Antonio, I'm hanging the phone up. You don't talk to me about Castle. Hell no. Don't talk to me about
what type of upside you think Castle have if you don't want to trade him? Because
Castle got Zion. Zion ain't got no upside. He ain't got none. No. What is he? Hold on. Zion been in the league how long?
Zion be dogging when he in that.
You ain't answering my question, sir. How many years? No, longer than 4. He been in the league like 6 years, bro. Zion ain't proved nothing. I don't care about upside with a guy that's 6 years into the league. No. I'm taking a major chance on you. Major. So you think I'm going to give up my best young prospect for you? Hell no. I'm doing you a favor by even entertaining taking this dude. That's the mindset you got to have when you're doing a deal for Zion. Not that I need him. I don't need Zion. I'm letting them know I don't need him. But if the deal is right, I'll take the chance because of the organization we have. If we can't help him, nobody can help him. See, that's the mindset you got to have going into it. Castle's a winner. Didn't he win 2 championships in UConn? See, no. High draft pick? No. Nope, you ain't getting him. Don't even talk to me about him.
So you don't want nothing else on their team?
Well, I mean, I would take again, they're trying to get off this bad contract. They are done with Zion.
Yeah,
they don't believe this is the thing. They don't believe in him. Because here's the thing. New Orleans in a pickle. If you don't move Zion, what are you going to do? You ain't going to leave him on your roster hurt doing the shit that he's doing. Are you going to waive him? What are you going to do? It's not an option anymore just to sit him out there and let him play 40 games a year, 25 games a year. Ain't an option for them no more. So they're the one in the pickle, not San Antonio.
Vassell's not that good to me.
No, you know
a lot of players.
Hey, I don't think they would give you Devin Vassell. They wouldn't. They're paying Vassell $30 million for a reason, bro.
But Vassell just got back in the starting lineup.
Vassell was hurt, bro. He was hurt.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was. Go back and look. Devin Vassell was hurt.
Nah,
he was. He was hurt. And they slow played him back because they just gave him all that money. They just gave him $30 million. They totally believe in that dude. He ain't gonna be on the market. They want that shooter with him. That's the kind of guy you need around a Zion and around a Wemby. They ain't giving up Vassell. I can tell you that now. He the highest paid player on their team, bro. He ain't going nowhere. They keeping Vassell, and he young. Vassell only 24. New. He's not. You gonna get from them Keldon Johnson, who's an Olympian, decent contract, good small forward, athletic dude.
He had 16 points.
Again, he was hurt.
Games he played. Hold up.
See, I'm telling you, start the season hurt, bro. Vassell was hurt. And I don't know what injury he had, but they slow played him back. They didn't rush him back into it. They slowed him. They slow played him back into it. Yeah. You can get you could probably get Trey Jones from them.
They ain't gonna want no Trey Jones.
You know, I think Zach Collins is a expired contract, right? Yeah, I think Zach Collins expiring. So you'll probably get that right there, something like that. Because Johnson making 19 and old boy making 16. So that's 35 right there. That's 35 right there. If you took Johnson, Zach Collins, and then get one like just got some is it Bassey? One of these dudes is he's a center. One of these dudes is like a second or third year player, but he got a little bit of potential. He's decent. He's in a rotation. I mean, I wouldn't want to. I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't want to. I would possibly
11 points. He shoot 39% from the field, 3 assists.
Who does?
Castle.
Yeah, I'm not. That's a rookie. I'm not giving him up, bro. I'm sorry. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. You can forget that. You may get Harrison Barnes if he's on expiring. Because you're gonna want some expiring contracts. You're gonna want that. You're gonna want some expiring contracts that have some flexibility. Once you got all these picks, you're gonna need that financial flexibility. So you ain't want to take on a bunch of contracts. Like to me, Keldon Johnson, because he's only 25. Depending on how many years left on his contract, I would take that on if it's 1 or 2 years left. Yeah, it's only $19 million, and he's a good player. And he coming off the bench for them. Keldon Johnson, an Olympian, and he coming off the bench for them, y'all. I would try to pry Jeremy Sohan. He's such a versatile guy, only making $5 million a year. I would love to get him if they would put him in the deal. But again, you don't have leverage. When you New Orleans, you don't have leverage. You don't say, well, it's Zion, and that's why we're talking. I'm taking the headache off your hands. We're not pushing Zion like he's the first player in the pick. And you know what I'm saying? That's like, remember the guy from Cleveland that was the first pick that played himself out the league that was from UNLV? What was his name? Y'all remember him? You know what I'm talking about. You ain't finna sell him to nobody. You ain't selling Zion. Zion's done nothing in this league, in my opinion, but underachieve. And he ain't showing me that he's a disciplined bro. No. You think I'm finna mortgage my friend? No, sir.
Yeah, Bennett. Yeah, Anthony Bennett.
Yeah. So what? He was a number 1 pick. So what? He had all this potential. He was supposed to be Zion before Zion. Think about it. That's what Bennett was. He's supposed to be that. No. I'm telling you, you're going to get between Keldon Johnson. It may be the Ingram guy. It's somebody else they got that's young and he's decent. He's in the rotation. He's getting some minutes. I don't know who it is, but he's doing okay. Possibly that dude. Possibly. Let me see. Go to stats. Let me see. Because you can get Collins because I think he's expiring. So that you can get Keldon Johnson. The biggest thing you want is all those picks that they got. You want their picks. So the picks is what's going to be your number one picks and expiring contract. You're rebuilding. You don't care about these players.
How many first round picks you think they could get?
Say it again.
How many first you think they could get?
3, maybe.
Easy 3.
Maybe. Not easy. No, not easy. Y'all act like Zion has a lot of value. Zion don't have no value, y'all. Zion does not have value.
If you're not giving nothing up worth nothing.
Hey, let me tell you this. Hey, Kareem, you got your
New Orleans, David Griffin, believe me. If you talk about giving up Sohan and you holding on to Vassell and Castle, you giving up the
I don't want to give up Sohan, actually. He's making $5 million and everything he does. I mean, he was playing the point guard for them, bro. He was running the point. This dude is versatile. He's like Dennis Rodman a little bit, looking and the way he played D and all that. No, bro. I don't want to give up Sohan. Hell no. I don't know. He may be second behind.
Popovich. Sohan is Popovich's favorite player.
Yeah, so he ain't going nowhere then. You know that. Popovich is not giving that dude up. He hurt now, but he ain't giving that dude up. You can forget that. So maybe I'm thinking about it's the Malik guy, Branham. That's who I'm thinking about.
But he ain't do nothing.
Again, he's got a little potential. He's got a little bit of potential. It's either him or Champagne. It's one of them dudes Maybe it's Champagne.
Champagne,
Maybe it's
nah, he ain't that good.
Oh, Champagne playing 30 minutes a game, bro. What are you talking about?
He's not that good though.
He averaging 12 points a game. What are you talking about, Kareem?
He's not that good though.
What is wrong with Kareem, y'all? What is wrong? This man.
I don't think he's good.
Oh
He's
my God.
decent.
Oh my God.
Just because somebody has 12 down make them good.
Okay, bro. This dude, he's 23. He's 23 years old, making $3 million. And he's playing 30 minutes a game and getting you 12 points a game. The dude can play. That's the dude I was thinking of, too. That's the dude. I may consider him just because I probably bringing in. Hold on. The reason I'm thinking of him, that's right. This is exactly what I'm talking about. He's 6'8". He's 23 years old.
He's more like 6'6".
He only making
stretch.
He only making $3 million. The reason why I may move him is because, again, Zion's got to fit a slot. And I believe he would deserve a better opportunity. He don't need to be – he's playing 30 minutes a game now. He don't need to be playing behind Zion. So I would probably throw him in, and that would be the young player that don't cost them nothing that they will want. And they'll take him. I promise you. New Orleans will take Julian Campaign. I would love to have him. I wish the Lakers could get that booger. I promise you I do. I bet you I would take him in a heartbeat. How many San Antonio games have you watched, Kareem?
I watch it.
You just asked the question, bro. I just asked the best question. How many San Antonio games have you watched, bro, this year?
A lot, but I don't think
you said you didn't watch a lot. Have you watched any?
No, I saw when they played. I got a league pass. I watch other team more than Lakers. I watch when they play. Who the fuck they play?
What I'm telling you, this dude is good, bro.
I like Wemby. Wemby is one of my. I like Wemby. So
you got a $3 million player that's 23 years old, getting starter minutes already for you, and he's putting up 12.5 points a game already. That dude can play. He ain't no scrub. And they would love to have him. Any team in this league would love to have this dude. $3 million and can give me. He's 6'8", 217 pounds.
He really like 6'6". He's not no 6'8".
Who cares, bro? Why are you trying to be? You act like dude's a scrub and you don't know him. You talk about this man and you don't know him. He can play.
So you going just by his stats? Did you watch the Spurs?
I watched this man play. I kept telling you I couldn't think of the name. I've probably watched San Antonio play 6 times this year. He impressed me every time I saw him.
San Antonio 6 times.
I have. I watched San Antonio about 6 times this year. I have. This dude impressed me. I know him.
I've known him because he's from New York. He went to what's the name?
He went to St. John. But again,
he's from New York.
He's impressed me when I watched him play. And I would love to have a guy like that. And what I'm seeing now, he's only 23, and he's a wing, and he's a 3-and-D, and he only making $3 million. Hell yeah, I'll take him. That's the young talent they would want. I guarantee it. Because they know they can't get Castle.
He's undrafted rookie. I mean, he ain't no rookie, but he's undrafted.
He's still young. He's still 23. And he ain't making but $3 million. I'll take that dude. So if you put him and
because he got a twin brother that played with Washington,
Zach Collins, maybe because
right? Champagne got a twin brother play Washington, right?
Okay, I don't know that because I ain't watched Washington.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know them. They twins. They ain't from Queens.
They twins.
Yeah, he got a twin brother play with Washington.
Okay. All I'm saying is for him for $3 million, I would easily take him. 23 years old, easily take him. And again, he's a forward. He plays a position that Zion will be. Zion got to fill somebody's minutes. If he's getting 30 minutes from my team right now, those go into Zion. So I probably want to move him. Now, it could be the type of thing where old boy say, hell no. If old boy come in, he'd be like, nah, he ain't going nowhere. What can you do? What's his name? Popovich may say that. No, I'd rather deal with Champagne than deal with Zion. He may say that. But this dude is valuable. This is one of the best contracts in the league right now. They getting high value out of this dude for $3 million. So he could be in the deal possibly. And Harrison Barnes if he's expiring, and Zach Collins if he's.
I can't wait when Zion get traded. Watch who you get traded for. You You really devaluing Zion. I don't think they're gonna.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna.
All right.
You gonna get
Okay, you give me a scenario that you think that Zion could be, just a hypothetical one that you think he could be traded for, and tell me the type of players you think they're gonna get for
I
Zion.
go back with the Spurs. I would go if I'm the Spurs. I would give.
If hold on, you're the Spurs or if you're New Orleans?
No, I'm saying if you just said what type of players.
First off, if you're the Spurs, do you even want Zion? You Popovich. Think about Popovich. Do you want Zion?
I want Zion because what's name stays on the perimeter.
Hold on a second.
A bunch of jump shots. I need some bodies. I need some baskets in the paint.
Do you want Zion Williamson when you already have? You didn't even let me finish, bro. You already have a franchise, a transition generational player now. You already have him. You want Zion, knowing his injury history, knowing his complications with his weight, knowing his complications off the field with making bad mental decisions. After you've dealt with Kawhi, after you've dealt with all this stuff, you really want Zion Williamson if you're San Antonio?
If I could get
if you're not answering my question, do you really want him?
Yeah, because
I think San Antonio wants him. We use that team, but I don't think San Antonio wants Zion. I don't. You know who they want? De'Aaron Fox. This is why they was meeting with Clutch last week. They want De'Aaron Fox. They don't want Zion. I don't think San Antonio wants them at all. Popovich seemed like the type of coach that want those kind of players. That's what you're telling me, Kareem. You really, all the years you've watched Popovich, you think he wants Zion Williamson?
No, I ain't saying. Now you asking the question. Do I think Pop? I thought you saying
Pop controls the team.
But you saying what I would want. You ain't say that.
I said San Antonio. I don't care what you would want. You ain't no GM. You ain't no coach.
Oh, Popovich. No, I don't think Popovich. Nah, Popovich. Nah.
So you have to think it from that perspective, then.
I think you're saying what I would do.
No, I'm saying San Antonio, bro. I never asked you what you want. I know you like Zion, but take his ass to New York now.
No, I don't. No, I don't. To be honest, I really don't like Zion, but I think that he's a good player, though. I don't like Zion. I think he's a crybaby. I ain't like the fact that he's on great.
Zion has proven
he's a good player, though.
That he is a problem. Zion is a problem.
I think Zion could be dominant, man. I do.
Can he stay on the court? And then what's the history behind players of his size with his leaping ability? How good will Zion knees be in 3 years? With all that weight, jumping as high as he jumps. How good is his knees going to be? See, that stuff comes into play when you're going to invest this kind of money. This is an investment. Can't be nothing emotional. This can't have nothing to do with your feelings. This is a investment. So you talk about a guy like Zion. Let me pull up Zion Williamson. This is he got picked in 2019, y'all. So this is season 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is his fifth year. This is 5th year. 24 games, 61 games, 29 games, 70 games. He's played 6 games this year. 22, 27, 26, 23, 22 this year. Everybody know he can score. Can he play, though? Can he get on the court? He's played 190 games, y'all. You know the league plays 82 games a year, right? Do the math, y'all. The man has played 190 games in his career. In his 5-year career, he's only played 190 games. That's 2.5 years. 2.5. Out of his 5 years, he's only played half the time. That's what you want to invest in? Ask Philly how that worked out with them. You may turn him into an MVP one year. You ain't going to win shit.
No, listen. I always say, anybody watch me know, I don't rock with Zion, but I think he's a good player, though.
I mean, you never once heard me say anything about his game. Never once. Never once. I mean, the boy actually shooting 34% from 3 for a career. He's shooting 60% almost on the field, 58. This year he's not, though. He's shooting 45 and 33 this year. So he's having a horrible year. That's 6 games that he's played. Zion know that the curtain's over. But you can't call me and sell me on Zion Williamson and want me to clean out my cover. I'm doing you a favor by taking Zion Williamson. I'm literally stopping you from cutting the boy. You set that contract up a certain way. And you put that clause in there to be able to release him and not have to pay the rest of that money for a reason. See what I'm saying? And they're at the precipice of making that decision. They're there right now. They're at the door where they got to decide, do we trade the boy? Because there's no option to leave him on the team. Do we trade him, if anybody will even take him, or do we cut him? Think about that. Trade or cut. Number one player, averaging 20, 24, almost 25 points a game for a career, y'all. But remember, his career only 2.5 years. He ain't played but 2.5 years of games. He has a serious discipline problem. Serious. And he has a serious physical and mental discipline problem. And I'm going to gut my team for that? Nah. I'm going to pass on that, bro. I'm going to pass on that. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm not trying to bash a young brother. I want all these young dudes to get as much as they can get. But as from a owner perspective, you don't become a billionaire by investing in people like that and believing they're going to make it out. You don't. You believe the red flags. You believe the numbers that are in front of you. He has very bad physical discipline when it comes to being a professional athlete. And he has very bad mental deficiencies. Because I don't even like his decisions off the court either. I'm not thrilled about those. And that's a representation of my company. Nah. If I'm taking him like, hey, I'm taking a chance. So here, I'll give you a few players that can help you financially. Here's one guy that maybe spring up and be a good role player or something like that for you. And here's some picks. Here's picks, because that's what you really want. The picks is what you're going to really value. My team's going to be great regardless if Zion makes it my team or not. I may cut Zion. Think about it. I may end up cutting. But San Antonio just boring enough. You got the state tax there. You got enough advantages where I think a team like San Antonio would be the team for him. If he can turn it around. I think that would be the type team for him. So I think that's a good call. I don't think San Antonio want those problems, though. I don't think they want them problems. Can anybody name a team that you think really, really wants the problems of Zion Williamson? What team really wants them? Because that's high risk, very high risk, with a very, very slim chance of a high reward. Boy said he eats for happiness, which is very dangerous. He said Zion eats for happiness, which is dangerous. And it's true. He's telling the truth, though. That's extreme. You can't be a professional athlete and have that kind of mental mentality. Then got people around you that can't get to you. You know what I mean? Like you don't have that dad or that mom that can check you. You see what I'm saying? You don't. I'm not saying they don't have a dad and a mom around because they are, but it's obvious they're not checking him. But the decisions you see is not. No. San Antonio, to me, is the perfect team for Zion if he's going to turn his career around and get it right. It's the perfect team for him because I think him and Wemby will go well together. And see, I'm not giving up a ton for him because I want De'Aaron Fox. And if I get De'Aaron Fox, I'm going to have to give up a nice package to get him. Now, De'Aaron Fox, I'm giving up a nice package for him. For him. I'm giving up a nice package for him. I would give up Castleton for him. I would.
You're going to have to because that's their place.
I would give up Castleton. I would definitely put Castleton in the mix for him because I know that's the first thing they want, but he's worth that. I would definitely do that. You're going to need a veteran with an expiring contract, so I would put Barnes or whoever's left in that deal as well. And I would definitely give them the rest of some picks. They're going to get 3 or 4 picks. Yeah. I may give them 3 or 4. I may give them 4 first round in a couple seconds. That dude, bro, if freaking what's the name can garner 5 picks, he worth that. Fox is a bona fide killer, bro. Bona fide killer. And you got him tied up with Wemby? Ooh wee. And I'm keeping Chris Paul.
Wemby need to go to the basket a little more though.
Who?
He shoot like 10 3-pointers. I don't like that.
Yeah, he's just not strong enough to get in there like that a lot, y'all. He don't 7'3". He don't have breakdown handles. He got good handles for a tall guy, but he don't have those kind of handles like that where he can get to the basket all the time. He don't have it like that, y'all. He ain't Kevin Durant dribbling it now. No. You know what I'm saying? And Kevin Durant don't get to the basket a ton. Kevin Durant settle for that pull-up. That's what Wemby needs to get. 1-2 dribble pull-up.
Yeah,
you could go from the 40-foot mark to an 18-footer in 2 dribbles and a spin. So that's what he needs to learn. Don't worry about trying to get to the basket all the time. It's too much to go through to do that. And just because he's tall, he's skinny. I don't need you in there posting all the time. When it's available, do it. Don't get out of the flow. But he's a great 3-point shooter. What is he shooting? 40% from 3? I mean, he can shoot the thing, bro. I don't have a problem with a guy. Let me make sure, though. I want to make sure because I don't want to put a stat on him that is not what he's doing. But if he's shooting the 3 well, I don't have a problem with him taking 10 of them. As long as you're a good shooter. But if he ain't a good shooter, I don't need you. Like, you shooting 30%. Nah. We need to change that up, Wemby. If you're shooting 30%. He's shooting 48 from the field, which is really good. Yeah, he's shooting season this year. He's shooting almost 36% from the 3. He can take as many as he wants. Yeah, he's shooting 30%.
He's 7'4" and they ain't shooting 50%. I'm not feeling that.
That's fine. I mean, he's a perimeter player. I don't look at – I know he's a big, but he's a perimeter player. So I don't need on my perimeter players to shoot 50%. He's shooting 48. 47.7 is 48%. He's making half his shots.
Yo, you can imagine him and AD in the front court. Like, let's say if AD was to go to the Spurs.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Ooh, that'd be sick. You talking about a no-fly zone, bro?
No-fly zone. They sit there and say, okay, Lakers say, okay, we rebuilding and trade AD to San Antonio.
First off, they wouldn't do it because first off, San Antonio don't trade with the Lakers. Secondly, the Lakers ain't finna give them AD. No way, shape, fashion, form. They take a terrible deal before they give San Antonio AD. Remember when Kawhi wanted to come to the Lakers? What they did? They shipped that boy out of country. They shipped that boy to pro. They sent that boy to Beirut, y'all. They sent that boy to Beirut just because he said he wanted to play for the Lakers.
And the Lakers had a better deal on the table.
Way better deal than what's the name?
Gave up with DeRozan.
But again, it fit the need. They wanted a veteran. They were cool with DeRozan. Toronto just wanted to get rid of DeRozan's contract. They knew that Kawhi was going to be a 1-year rental. They knew that. And they still was willing to do it because they knew DeRozan wasn't it. And why keep him when he ain't going to be the one to get us over the promised land? He had 3 years left or 2 years, 3 years left on his contract. Why keep him? So I think it was a good deal for both because San Antonio, you got DeRozan. Actually, I think it's a good deal for Toronto, not for San Antonio. Because look where San Antonio's been ever since. Look where they've been. You can't play players like that and expect to get, it's taking you all this time. And now you got a generational player like Wemby and you still fighting to get, what are you, 10th, 11th, 12th in the West still?
I think they're over 500.
Let's see. Standings. If they are, it's only a game. Yeah. The Spurs are 15 and 14. And they're 9th right now. But you got Minnesota and Phoenix are both 14 and 14. So they're only half a game away from him. Shoot. The Kings are only 2.5 games away from him. And they're in the 12th spot. The Pelicans are the surprise because they couldn't stay healthy. That's the team I thought would be between 7 and 12. And they're pretty much last in the league next to Washington. Them and Washington are horrible.
Yeah.
But the Jazz can compete anytime. The Jazz done beat some good teams this year, y'all. In the 7 wins they got, they done beat some good teams. They can compete. They got talent.
Right?
Huh?
Jazz got like the third worst record, right?
Tied with no, they got like because what's the name them the Raptors and Charlotte got a worse winning percentage than the Jazz. So they got like 1, 2, 3, 4. They got the 5th worst record. The Jazz do. They're 7-21. Charlotte 7-22, and Toronto 7-23. You got the Pelicans 5-25, and you got the Wizards 4-23. See, these teams should be fire sale. Should be fire sale. I'm going to Charlotte. Charlotte got some good players that I want. Charlotte says they never rebuild, though. That's what they said. They never rebuild. They need to do something. You see what I'm saying? They need to do something.
Yeah, they sound crazy saying that.
That's what they say. They never rebuild. And that's why they've been horrible.
Yeah,
but they like Brandon Miller.
When you rebuild, you got a chance of getting like an excellent player in the top of the draft.
I'm trying to pry Nick Richards from Charlotte. That's the one player there I want bad. I would take Nick Richards. Yeah. I would take a Cody Martin or Josh Green too, but I really want Nick Richards. And if they want to come off Mark Williams, the center, I'd be definitely want him too. But no, I don't see him doing that. But Nick Richards, they may come up off of him. He's a 7-foot center out of Kentucky. I would love to have him. Yeah, I would love to have him. Yeah, he's shooting almost 60% from the field. He's 58%. 10 and he's a double almost. 10 and a half, 8 and a half. Yeah. But you're stuck in purgatory. See, you don't know like what guys, agents on teams like this are saying, get me the hell out of here. Please find me somewhere to go. Them the dudes I'm looking for. Or if it's a young dude that I see got talent and he just ain't getting an opportunity because his team. Cam Whitmore going to be a good player for somebody y'all watch. He going to be very good. I can tell. He just Houston's so deep he can't get the playing time, bro. He just can't. They got so many guys he can't get the playing time. So that's the guy you dangle. In Houston, I think they're going to make a trade because the other day I saw Cam Whitmore. Let me go back and look, y'all. He got a lot of minutes the other day in the game. He got a lot of minutes. I'm like, why is he playing so much? I know they weren't playing nobody, but I'm like, why is he getting these minutes? I believe they're trying to showcase him because they're finna put him in a package.
Who that?
Cam Whitmore. Yep. I believe the Hornets against the Hornets. Let me see how many minutes he played against the Hornets. Box score.
He hurt, right? Whitmore, right?
No, he's not. He's been in the G League. That's the one they had sent to the G League. And it's just because they didn't have minutes for him, bro. He got 27 minutes the other day against the Hornets. And he put up 17 points. 7 of 16, 3 of 8 from the 3. He got 8 rebounds. He had 4 turnovers. He had 2 steals, though. He ain't just been getting no minutes because of and nobody was hurt. They didn't have anybody hurt that required him, they just gave him more minutes. And they played the starters a lot less. Like, they put Amon Thompson in the starting lineup. Who came out the starting lineup then? Hold on a second. Somebody is hurt.
Jalen playing, right?
Jalen played. Oh, what's his name was hurt or didn't play?
Dylan Brooks.
Dylan Brooks. Yeah, Dylan Brooks didn't play in that game.
He probably got suspended because he don't get hurt. He'd be healthy.
No. I think they might have gave him a rest night or whatever because I'm not seeing nothing in the injury thing. And he's not on the coaches did not play list. So he probably got a night off. But, yeah, Jalen Green played, and he didn't do much, 3 of 8, 0 of 3 from 3, 6 points. He's a very weak link for them. See, that's a game Van Fleet played well. He was 8 of 16, hit 3 threes, had 6 assists, 5 rebounds, and a block. Yeah, he plus 16, 20 points. Van Fleet played good that game, but Jalen Green didn't. Amon Thompson played good. See, these dudes you can plug and play, bro.
Yeah, I like about Thompson.
Oh boy didn't play either. So they set some guys against them. They didn't play Dylan Brooks. They didn't play Tari Eason either.
I think Tari Eason hurt.
Is he hurt?
I think he hurt. Google, I think he hurt.
Let me see. Because I should be able to go to Houston Rockets.
He said, "Would you trade D'Lo and Rui for Randall?"
For who?
He said, "D'Lo and Rui for Randall."
For who?
Randall.
Hell no. Why would I do that? Randall was already a Laker. We know what that is. We know how that go. Yeah, he didn't play the game before that either, so he must have got hurt. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he ain't played in a few days.
Tyra Easton is hurt. Yeah, because Jason Tate is getting me. That's another guy that's decent. I mean, he's a utility guy. You give him minutes, he gonna produce. This dude played 50.
Easton get hurt a lot though. He been getting hurt since he been in the league.
Yeah, he has. He has. He ain't been in the league long, but
He
people
been in
don't
like
know.
3 years. He got hurt every year.
Let's see.
He ain't hardly.
Let's look at his games. Yep, he's only been in the league 3 years. He played the full 82 games his first year. He only played 22 games last year for him, but he's played 24 games this year. So he's gotten hurt, but he's played a lot of games this year. Last year was the year he was really hurt. Yeah, and he only played 22. They ain't trading that dude though. They the money you know what I'm saying? They're gonna extend it to that 4th year. They'll probably make him become an unrestricted free agent if they have to, unless he take a team friendly deal. If he tripping and saying I need this, I need this, I need this, they gonna But he is him, man. His D, that boy got elite defense. Whew. When you put him and Amon Thomas in, man, it's hard to get in that paint.
Yeah.
Them dudes, GTD. What does that stand for? That's his status. Because I know that's Tara Eason's. You go on ESPN and it tells you their height, the date of birth, the college, their draft info, and then their status. It says out, playing, active. Here's his GTD. I don't know what that means in the basketball terms. Yeah. But again, he's out right now. But he's played 24 games this year. So, and he's getting 23 minutes a game, 22.8. And he's shooting 47% from the field, 31 from 3. He don't take 3 threes a game, though.
He said it stand for game time decision.
Oh, so his injury ain't that bad if it's game time decision.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
it's not that bad. So you had a couple cream puffs with Toronto. You had a cream puff with, so I wouldn't play him in them either. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not playing him in those games either. Yeah.
Yeah, Mitchell Robinson stay hurt.
Yeah, that's another guy I'm not investing in. He's proven to me it ain't gonna go down with him. It's just not gonna go down. Oh, Houston definitely not playing on Christmas, are they?
Oh, they play on Christmas?
No, hell no. They're not gonna do that.
Yeah, you don't got because Milwaukee now. Giannis is mad.
Like, see, they got just a cream puff schedule, and they should be able to win. Let me look at their schedule. A lot of these, I think they get their games in spurts, man. But they done had a couple good winning streaks. Like right now, they're on a 3-game winning streak. They lost Oklahoma City. They beat Golden State. Y'all remember that game when the ref called that weak foul and they won? Yeah. I didn't like that. That was a bad thing by the refs in that game.
Draymond is garbage, and he talked too much.
Yeah, but they beat them, and then they lost Oklahoma City, got punished. Then they beat New Orleans, punished them, punished Toronto, and they punished Charlotte. That's what I like about Houston. Teams they're supposed to blow out, they blow them out. They beat them by 10, 15, 20 points. They do. So I like that about them. Now they got New Orleans.
They beat Boston this year, right? I think they beat Boston this year.
No, they ain't played Boston yet.
You sure?
Talking about Houston?
Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't played Boston yet. Yeah, I'm looking at their schedule. They haven't played Boston yet. Now they own the Clippers. They done been destroying the Clippers 3 times.
What up, Eric?
Yeah, they done beat the Clippers 3 times already this year. So like, they got Boston coming up. Matter of fact, Kareem, they play New Orleans on Thursday. Then they got Minnesota on Friday. So that's gonna be a tough game because it's back to back, and you got to fly from New Orleans to Minnesota, and then you're flying from Minnesota all the way down to Miami. Then you're flying from Miami. You got a few days off though. That's Sunday. You don't play again until Wednesday, and that's against Dallas. They got a tough stretch there with Minnesota, Miami, Dallas, Boston, and the Lakers. That's a tough little 1, 2, 3,
But
4.
playing Boston's not back to back, right?
No. The only back to back they got in that little sequence is they play New Orleans tomorrow. No, Thursday. They play New Orleans Thursday, and then they play Minnesota Friday. And they have to go.
Minnesota might hit them.
See, right now they spending Christmas. They spending Christmas at home probably because they got New Orleans to Houston is nowhere. That's zero travel. That's no real travel. So they probably home and then they probably leave tomorrow night and head to New Orleans and then play New Orleans and then they got to fly from New Orleans up to Minnesota. That's a tough flight, and they play a back to back. So I don't expect them to beat Minnesota. I don't. And they should rest their guys against New Orleans. I'm resting them 3. I'm getting those guys all them guys get that rest. So I got them fresh for that back to back. You know what I'm saying? I'll bring them back against Minnesota is what I would do. Because they should be able to beat New Orleans without those dudes.
Nah,
then
I don't think they'll beat New Orleans without them.
We're gonna see. I think they can. They got they still got enough. Then every other night they got 27, 29, and then the first. This has got a little break. But you got Minnesota, Miami, Dallas, Boston, and the Lakers. That 5 games is a tough stretch for them. So they're going to really get to show you how good they are. But the thing about it, right after that, they got Washington. Then they got, these teams are going to be tougher, though. You got a cream puff with Washington, right? Lakers actually should be an easy game for them, too, because they just a bad matchup for the Lakers, in my opinion. They should be able to get the Lakers. But they got Washington. Then they got Memphis, Atlanta, Memphis, Denver, Sacramento. That's tough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see what I mean by they got tough clusters of games?
Yeah.
This is what I want to see. Then you come out of that and you got to play a scrappy Portland or scrappy Detroit. Those are not going to be easy wins. Then you got Cleveland, back to back. How they do that, one game is at home, one game is in Cleveland. Then you got Boston because you're on a East Coast road trip. Yeah, so you got Boston like twice in the month of January. But that's a tough road trip where you play Cleveland, then you get on a plane, and 3 days later you play Cleveland again. 2 days after that you play Boston. 3 days after that you play Memphis. Then you fly back home for Brooklyn. They got some stretches coming up here, man, where they gonna have to prove themselves. You see what I'm saying? They got some stretches coming up where they can get to show if they are really as good as they say they are. We're gonna see. But hey, second it, man. You 30. How many games they done played this year? How many games they done played? What's their record? They done played 29 games. They 30 games in, bro, and you second in the West. Hey, tip your hat to them. I told them because early in the year, though, I said they blew out Portland, and they had to play them in a back-to-back. They played them Friday night in Portland, at home, and they played them Saturday. And I said, y'all can lose one of them games, and they lost the next night. I said, I'm telling you, man, NBA is something, man. NBA is something. So Sacramento beat them, so that's not easy. Golden State beats them. Those type of teams are not easy teams for Houston to beat. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. They've been lighting your cash app up, Kareem. They've been hitting you up, man.
Hell no, not one.
And what a love, y'all. What a love for my man Kareem. Don't tell me y'all spent all your money on Christmas. Don't tell me that. What's going on, Eric Kwan? What's up, my brother? What's going on? Yeah, the Lakers ain't gonna do jack. I mean, you're kind of in a conundrum, Why spend the money when you don't really feel like it's going to make you be a winner? I think if they got those 3 guys from The Nets, the Lakers are a way different team. They're a way different team. They can get Deron Sharp, they can get Cam Johnson, and they can get Dorian Finney-Smith. They're a way different team. You got to move Quincy Oliveri up too. People say, well, get a better guard. No, you ain't got the money to get a better guard. And I think you got to do it. You got to develop too at the same time. And he's an older brother. You know, I just think he's the fit for you. For as a, 9th, 10th man, 11th person, get Oliveri to be that. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by his play. So they say Gilbert Arenas' son, the real deal. You ever seen him play? You there, Kareem? You checking your cash app? See, Greg Brown said he just hit your cash app, Kareem. Any of y'all ever seen Gilbert Arenas' son play? Apparently, he's right here in Georgia. He's in Chatsworth. That's not too far from me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check him out. I'm gonna look at their schedule up, and I gotta go. I may have to go catch a game. They say he's the real deal. So yeah, they say he's not far from me. He's playing
Thanks,
here.
Greg Brown. Appreciate it. Thanks for the Cash App, bro.
He's playing here in Georgia. So if he in Chatsworth, that's literally like
y'all heard me? Thanks, Greg.
Eric Quan, I said it earlier. I would give up D'Lo. I would give up because they like D'Lo in the Nets. I would give up Rui so they can get some size back in shooting. I would give up Jalen Hood-Schifino because they will want that young talent on an expiring $4 million contract. And then, of course, D'Lo's is expiring. And then I would also give up our center, Jackson Hayes, because he's on expiring. So you got Jackson Hayes expiring, Jalen Hood-Schifino expiring, and D'Lo. Plus, if I'm the Lakers, I have to give up a first, and I would give up a first in 3 seconds. I would not give up 2 firsts for them. I would do a first and 3 second-round picks is what I would do to get that done. Yeah. Gregory Brown, appreciate you, man. Take care of our brother, hooking him up. Appreciate all of y'all that sent your cash apps and super chats and donations. Kareem says send that cash app. I can spend that now. He spend that right now. But I would do that deal, honestly, if I was either team, because the Lakers are giving me, they give me a player that I like, and he on expiring. I'm getting a player in Rui who, even if I like or don't like, he can't hurt me. He giving me some size. He giving me some veteran leadership, but he's also only $17 million. So I'm not tripping on that. There's a Chatworth in California also, which is in the Valley. Oh, okay. That's probably where he's playing at then. Thank you, Dennis. You'd have had me looking up Chatsworth. I'd have went to one of them games and been so mad, y'all. Thank you, Dennis. Oh, man. I'd have been hot than a mug. I saw Chatworth, and I was like, man, I ain't far from Chatsworth. But he said that's in California. Because I know Gilbert out there. He in Cali. Yeah, you're right. That makes sense. Yep, that makes sense. So I would give up D'Lo, Rui, JHS, and Jackson Hayes. Because I'm giving them the 3. Like, you're getting 1 first-round pick for Cam Johnson, right? I'm giving you 3 second-round picks because I think Dorian Finney-Smith is worth a second. I think Sharp could be worth a second. And I'm also giving you a second-round pick because you're going to eat about $2 to $3 million in salary when it comes to taking on that extra player so that I can have an extra roster spot, right, to move up Quincy Oliveri. Because you don't have a roster spot now, Lakers don't. So you got to do a 3 for 2, 4 for 3 type of thing, right? And now I'm going to compensate you for that. I got to give you something. I mean, if you're giving me $3 million like that in the roster spot, That's about, well, second round picks cost about $5 million, but I'm gonna do you that solid and give you a second. Probably the worst one I got, but I'm gonna give it to you for that, and you would take it definitely. And you ain't finna win right now, so you got a couple veterans that can come in and play hard, can be the veterans and lead your team, but their defense ain't good enough to where they're gonna get stopped. So you're not gonna win any. You're still gonna lose the games you want to lose, because you want to lose without telling people you want to lose. Yeah. Do you think that trade would happen with Brooklyn, Sharp, CJ, and DFS to the Lakers? It should. I mean, I don't know if other teams are going to have a better package. I don't see a team giving Brooklyn 2 first-round picks for Cam Johnson. I don't see that. I could be wrong, though. I know you got a lot more buyers than you do sellers right now, so Brooklyn has no motivation to move right away. They can wait it out and see if one of these teams get even more desperate and come up and get those picks. I don't think Cam Johnson is a 2-pick kind of guy. But I will give you 1 for him. I will. I think he's worth 1 pick. So, I mean, could you talk me? If I have 7 second-round picks, could you talk me into doing 4 of them? Yeah, you probably could. Probably. But those 3 players and plus moving up Quincy Oliveri, I think that helps the Lakers a lot. That gives them a lot more balance. They got more wings. They're younger. They got scoring. They got shooting galore. And they got true 3-and-D guys. Johnson's a true 3-and-D. Dorian Finney-Smith is a true 3-and-D. You add them to LeBron. You add them to AD. You add them to Max Christie. These are guys that are Gabe Vincent. These are true 3-and-D. Now you got a bunch of 3-and-D guys now. Yeah. So, yeah. And if Ben Simmons gets bought out, somebody definitely, and see, Ben Simmons is going to have his mind set on going somewhere. See, his agents will have already talked to different teams and let them know, we get bought out, we want to come here. So they probably telling these teams, keep a spot, keep something open. You know what I mean? Keep some money, because I'm going to need to make a minimum deal to come. You know what I'm saying? And the Lakers, they don't have roster spots. So, but you can sell guys for second round picks too, or for cash. Like the guy making $3 million. He's played 2/3 of the season. He's only owed $1 million. Well, you can give a team 800,000 of that $1 million, and that's the cash consideration. When you hear that, that's what they're talking about. How much of that salary are you gonna commit to paying for me? So, yeah. Mark Hill, folks, yeah, he's on them. Nobody got him. He's a free agent. So they could be, hey, that's another thing. Open up that slot, and instead of moving up Quincy, bring in Markelle Fultz. Now, the only reason I like Quincy is because he's a good ball handler. He gives effort on D. Markelle Fultz, bigger, good ball handler, gives great effort on defense. He just can't shoot. Quincy can shoot, and he's a bucket getter. He's a scorer. But I could see them doing that and then signing Markelle Fultz and not Quincy Oliveri. Cool. Hey, Kareem. Kareem done left us, y'all. I think Ben is just not healthy 100%. He ain't healthy. When Ben's healthy, man, he could help a team. He rebounds, he assists, he gets steals. I mean, he's a havoc defensively. He is an elite defender. But offensively, you're not going to get much. So he said Kareem went to get a chopped cheese. He could have told me that. Could have told me that instead of leaving me on the line.
No, I'm right here.
What you doing, man?
No, I had to take this phone call, but I'm listening.
Oh.
Like, you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm about to hit it, man. Well, how long we been on? Oh, yeah, 2+ hours. We good.
Oh, okay.
We good, man. I don't got much else to cover, and I covered the Lakers. I covered a lot of teams today, man. Hook y'all up for y'all Christmas. I hook you up. Let's get it. I'm free. I came in and gave it to y'all for a hot minute. So, oh boy, But
hold
yeah,
on
man,
one
let's
second, Cal.
shut this
Hold on.
boy down. I'm gonna eat dinner, man. I'm gonna eat dinner.
Yeah, he definitely brought it today, man. I appreciate everybody who came through today. I appreciate the all the people who came through, and hopefully, man, Elder come back again soon.
Yeah, I mean,
They
hey,
got a nice Christmas present.
I ain't got crap going on tomorrow. You know, the holiday, everything closed, so ain't nobody got nothing going on. So I'm probably gonna spend my day. You know, we moving, so I'm packing and doing
Are
little
you
stuff.
moving again?
Yeah, I finally got the spot where we're gonna be and all that good stuff. I did a video if you watch my thing, showing everybody what it looks like and everything. So it's on
I
my
didn't
channel.
see that one.
But yeah,
Your
so
train come every once in a while. I catch it.
I get you. Yeah, we slow moving. So I know we just had a big move here, 8-9 months ago. So we slow moving, but yeah, we'll be transitioning in the place no later than the end of January. No later. Hopefully by the middle of January, but no later than the end of January. So hey, shalom, my brother Brandon. Bless you, my brother. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, we'll be transitioning, within the next 3 or 4 weeks. So we're excited about that. And I'll text you up and let you know. I mean, all you can do is look at the video. I got videos up. You
Now
want to
I'm going there today.
go check? I got one showing you the outside, and I got one showing you the inside of the place. So, yeah, I think they're like 3 minutes and 6, 8 minutes, stuff like that. So, man, appreciate you, Sammy, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate your prayers, brother, and I appreciate the prayers. And don't forget,
Congratulations. So you got a nice joint.
you'll see it. You're gonna like it. Oh yeah, it's how we do it. How the Most High get it done for us, man. We thank Him for it. No doubt
Appreciate
about it.
everybody on the super chat,
Yeah.
CASHAPP. Appreciate it.
Yeah. But appreciate the prayers, man. Appreciate the prayers. I do. But yeah, if you mess around and get a burn, you try to go on tomorrow, I'll probably come on with you because I'm gonna be
All right,
around.
bet. I'll call you.
Yes, sir. All right, we'll work it out. All right.
All right, thanks.
Shalom. Bless y'all. I'm out.